let's change. Okay. Got my thing ready. Coming out to pick you up.
Sounds good.
Looking good, boss. I'll be here.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello. You had to do this?
Yep.
I can see you got your suit and everything ready.
Yeah. Serious talk, so gotta
yeah.
look professional and serious.
Oh yeah. So you know what we're gonna talk about anyways.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Ah. Get ready to be
Get in,
seated.
we'll sit down, we'll be ready.
Exactly. Then we just gotta do this. Get you right in.
Yep.
Right up the stairs.
Yep. Gotta say, you do look good.
Why, thank you. Have my saved clothes, you know, from last time when we did something good.
Yeah.
Take a seat, take a seat.
Will do. Thank you for giving me the single.
All right, you know what we need to talk about.
Yep.
Since it is what we need to talk about anyways, and it's starting to get crazy from this situation.
But it's because we're going really in depth with it.
Oh yeah. Because like to think about how long it's been since we've seen the last trailer and how many people are still blowing up on the fact of doing all the things just for fun and trying to keep some games relevant. And I don't know how Rockstar is doing it by just releasing one trailer and it's still being talked about till this day, even during this. I think it's
Well, people are still going back, noticing things they didn't notice the first time they looked at it, or the second time they looked at it, or maybe even the third time they looked at it. People are still going back, watching, noticing details that are making them more interested in what to expect when GTA 6 does inevitably come out.
exactly. And that is the one thing that is now changing people's opinions on, is it even worth the wait till this time? And I think that we have so much to talk about that it's not even rehearsed. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to say, you look absolutely dashing during this podcast anyways.
Why, thank you.
And I was surprised you were sitting right there, right next to the entrance. I thought you were going to be at your car, so I had to walk all the way down to get you to talk about this. But no, I definitely think that there is a lot of mixed opinions right now that is saying that, oh, GTA 6 is now being delayed and stuff. It's not being confirmed. It's not being confirmed by the developers.
There's no official thing that's been said by Rockstar themselves to say that we can't expect it in the year that they predicted to have it out by.
Exactly.
We can go off the previous GTAs on a prediction of when it might come out in that year.
Exactly.
But there's no guarantee it will, because it's a much more highly developed game. There's a lot more people working on it to get better graphics, better details, better overall, hopefully, interactions with the world and the people in the world.
Oh yeah. Because when it's been like what, 10 to 11 years since we've had GTA 5, and people still come into the game to play it. And during those times, we've had multiple people buying shark cards or making at least some kind of money to also keep Rockstar games relevant, to at least finish the next product. And that is where GTA 6 now comes in. And now we're wondering if what they're going to be doing is going to change the outcomes towards developers in the future. And I definitely think that a lot of developers are going to back down after when Rockstar Games has finally released the next GTA entry. And that is
Yeah,
where
definitely, yeah.
the biggest question is, what pricing is there going to be on the game when it comes out? My highest bet is going to be the same amount that GTA 5 came out with, around $95 at least.
Yeah, probably. And I'm sure it will stay around that for quite a while as well.
Exactly. It's definitely going to
Because,
stay around that
yeah,
time. Definitely.
because it's an extremely popular game. Everyone's been waiting for it for a really long time.
Yeah.
And it's just got a lot of details that have been confirmed and some that have just been predicted / suggested to see in the game that everyone's intrigued by. At least
Exactly.
everyone that's into GTA as is intrigued by.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're gonna be seeing things that we haven't seen before. We're gonna be seeing things that we have seen before. Like just GTA 5 gave you a lot to expect to have improvements on in GTA 6. The trailer showed a lot of already great improvements that we might be seeing in GTA 6 when it is fully done.
We got the
There's a lot
chance
of, yeah.
to see 90 seconds of footage.
Mhm.
And that is enough to break down and show off what Rockstar has done in the recent years of GTA. The last game that they released was back in 2013. The trailer that got dropped was first in 2011. And that is where things started to change. Yes,
Yeah.
there's been multiple times where Rockstar's taken a long time to make their games, but since then, I definitely think that in those years of GTA 5, we have gotten a lot of information and a lot of uh, payments to go through. We had a lot of shark cards to pay for, and that has at
Mhm.
least given Rockstar the opportunity to make their next game, and that is also going to be thriving on the new engine, which is going to be Rage Engine 9, I believe, because Red Dead Redemption 2 was running at Rage Engine 8, and that was a good game. Really showed some aspects that we were probably going to see returning into GTA 6.
Yeah.
And it's going to
Because
change.
overall, what we've seen so far, like me and you already said, like some things that we will immediately be exploring and doing when we get access to the game.
Exactly.
Like we both mutually agreed the tower that we're seeing, we want to go and like climb that. Want to see if we're able to get to the top or not. If not, how far up we can get, what we can see from that perspective and point of view.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have the render distance to see people on the floor still, cars driving around, or are we gonna not have the render distance to see that much detail that far down there?
Exactly. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's so many possibilities that we haven't even dove into yet with GTA
Yeah.
6's gameplay, but we will get that very, very later
Hmm.
because it's just something that is just worth mentioning. What is players' opinions on the game so far? Well, there's mixed opinions about the gameplay and stuff, and people are still questioning if the game's trailer is in game engine and stuff, but the thing that people need to know is that Rockstar Games know what they're doing, and since the
Yeah.
time, we still got plenty of time to wait, and that's why we're here, me and Nathan, talking about it to make sure that everything is up to date. And this is
Mhm.
2025, not 2024. We're over that.
Yeah.
2025 is now in session.
2024, we just got the trailer. We're hyped about it. We're hyped with what we're seeing. We hadn't actually noticed all the details yet
You know what's
that were
funny?
in the
It's
trailer.
actually like it was actually first in 2023 we got the trailer in December.
Oh yeah, it just we spent a lot of 2024 talking about it.
We went through
At least between me
2024
and you, yeah.
all the way through till now, and we're in January, almost in February, how time flies since the first trailer, and we haven't heard anything from Rockstar ever since. But everybody is still talking about conspiracies. Even Take-Two's Interactive CEO, Strauss Zelnick, has been talking about it multiple times and saying multiple stuff. He even quoted to one of the other guys' podcast or an interview that he said that the game is worth the wait. And I believe him, because there are a lot of people who are going to believe that GTA 6 is worth the wait, and it is one of the most anticipated games during Game Awards, even though it was not announced at the Game Awards, which people are still kind of questioning, why is it not announced? Rockstar Games do not announce games at the public events or any gaming events whatsoever.
Yeah.
They do it at their separate times, and they know when gaming events starts and when they need to announce the games. As soon as they have announced it, nobody steps up.
Exactly, because like in a sense, in the gaming community now, GTA 6 has been a long-awaited and hyped up and wanted overall game.
Yes.
It brought the intimidation factor of this is going to be the next level that a lot of devs and game creators are going to have to now meet if they want to grab people's attentions.
Exactly.
So if they did announce it and predict when it was coming, people would then be diving into working on trying to beat it already.
Yes.
Whereas if they just launch it when they launch it, whenever that could be, it's then they have a lot longer with their community enjoying their game before they have other game creators trying to outdo what they've done.
Well, we've seen it time and time again. We've seen multiple games being announced in the common year of 2025, but they haven't really announced what month because they don't want to compete against their gaming killer that can completely take away their player count in an instant second. And since the opportunity is still upon us, that 2025 is still the release window, Rockstar Games is keeping everything on the down low. We have not heard anything on the radar since the Lunar update, but there's nothing new there. And we've got potential screenshots by the Rockstar developers, and people have already cracked the code. But
yeah, because like currently with this GTA 5 Lunar update, it's just content filler to help us wait and get through till GTA 6 is either we get another trailer for it or we get to find out when it's coming out.
We've seen this time and time again. We've seen Rockstar pulling off some shenanigans and some couple of BS that people are still believing, and I love the train. I like the moon theory train that people are still throwing in, and they're still going in with this kind of stuff. But you need to know that Rockstar is the most secretive company in the gaming history. They're even more secret than the FBI themselves when it comes to the secret company, and that is all on them. But when it comes to this, I definitely think that theories that people are pulling off, I like that. And that is one thing that maybe keeps Rockstar going from time and time again. But when it comes to this game, I definitely think that people are going to get their socks blown right off. And I'm 100% sure about that.
Oh, 100%. Because, like, when GTA 6 does come out, it's going to be all over. Like, the internet, it's going to be everywhere. There's going to be probably millions, maybe billions of people immediately playing it, getting into it, seeing what they can do, investing in the new storyline, and just overall enjoying the sights and all the work that's been put into the game.
Yeah.
There's going to be people out there that go into the game trying to find things that Rockstar needs to work on. But surely Rockstar will be thankful for that they don't have to rely purely on their team at Rockstar to find all these issues to fix. Because Rockstar has a reliable community behind it that'll find these issues for them.
Yes. And their recent collaboration with CFX.RE, if anybody's not certain with it, 5M, that they have now owned that couple of people, and now they own 5M. And this was even before Rockstar even announced GTA 6.
Yeah.
It is a perfect collaboration, but it's not a proof that Rockstar is going to be working with modders because they're still trusting their own team when it comes to secretive stuff. but they're working with CFX.RE to possibly enhance the next game with the possibility of 6M and possibly some free roam events that is going to happen in online when it comes to maybe taking a seat or sitting right next to a person on the bench at the beach. The possibilities are endless, but this is why Rockstar has hired or at least owned 5M in the first place, to maybe open up the extent of the opportunities for the players that wants to play 5M, Red M, or 6M when it comes out. And when 5M launched back in 2021, I believe, maybe earlier, it was a success. And then Rockstar hired them back in 2023, 2022, and it was a success. And this was even before they addressed GTA 6. And I'm 100% sure they did not do this for a mistake. They did it for a possibility of a collaboration with the team that is behind CFX.RE.
Like, through the collaboration with 5M, we've already seen how it's improved GTA 5 with, like, the whole drifting mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
Because we went from the best thing to drifting is the little glitches to drop your suspension and all that, to now we have legit cars that you can go take it to the car meet and get drift tune put on it. Yeah, it's not available on all cars, but it's on enough cars to keep the community alive, made it relevant, kept it interesting and fun. Because if it was on all cars, it would just ruin the whole fact that we now have drift tunes.
Exactly.
But also, we got HSW upgrades as well, so now we have cars that aren't limited to like around 120, 130 mile an hour. We now have cars that go like 150 to like 180. Some cars maybe go faster than that.
Which is insane. And if you guys keep in mind that these were added after GTA 5's success on launch, and to take this into account, that some of these applications that we've downloaded over the times and just maybe some new upgrades to the cars are probably going to be added already into Los Santos or just in Leonida's workshop when you just go into, depending on the specific car type that you're using. So it doesn't have to be just an application. It's already there at day one launch. So you don't have to worry about drifting ever again. It could just already be on the car itself and you just have to handle it with care. You never know. The possibilities are endless. But these was a completely big hassle when the low grip tires came into the game. And now people are happy with the new drifting mechanic because this was all because of 5M. Or was it? Yes.
The low grip tires just caused chaos. They were unusable to drive your car around normally.
Yeah.
Like with current drift tune, you can drive your car normally if you want. But low grip, it just made it impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, there's probably people out there that could drive their car normally with it, but that's because they've gotten used to it.
Exactly.
But for people that were just getting it, it was, shit, I can't go faster than like 20. Or I'm just all over the road, hitting everything, wrecking my car.
Oof.
But with drift tunes of now, we can do these like sketchy high-speed maneuvers and not have to worry as much. We can control it better. We have overall more fun with the cars now.
Exactly. Shifting over to GTA 6 talk again. The pricing of the potential game towards other people's perspective. What is your thoughts about that?
Well, other people's perspectives for like GTA 6 is essentially, from my like personal opinion, I believe it's just a lot of people looking at it and arguing over the fact that what we saw in that trailer isn't what we're going to get. Probably a lot of people are expecting the whole that is just CGI. As me and you briefly discussed like the other day. Like it's in a sense it is technically CGI because it is computer generated shit. You need it to be computer generated for it to be a game, but it is literally showing us the actual gameplay's mechanics perspective, how it actually looks in the game. But a lot of people tend to forget that, like with Rockstar, they don't do the whole fake trailer shit. They do. We show you what you're going to see and expect from our game. They're not just showing us stuff that is unrealistic to actually expect to see.
Exactly. And we've seen this from different games that they've made. We've seen this from GTA 4. We've seen this from GTA 6 comparison between 4 and 6, right? We see the big graphic enhancement, and we've seen it on different games as well. And when it comes to some gaming companies, Ubisoft being one of them, we see the big differences between CGI and cutscenes and gameplay mechanics, and what is the key factors that makes a game sell. If you show the game itself during cinematics or during something else, you get more respect and you get more newcomers into the game. And that is the reason why I think when Rockstar is going to show their games towards pricing, it's going to make people shift their balance towards, okay, the game looks good, but is it promising? Well, I've heard from other ex-developers that has worked on Rockstar Games' previous titles that this is what the game is going to look like. I'm going to trust their words for it, and I'm possibly going to pay for it. But is it going to be hurting my wallet? Absolutely. Is it going to hurt my financial issues? Absolutely. Is it going to hurt my future kids? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's going to hurt you in a completely absolute sense, but is it worth the money? I believe so. Rockstar has a good track record when it comes to trailers and when it comes to gameplay mechanics and when it comes to gameplay promises that they can keep just by the trailer itself. And that is gonna speak a lot of volume into the room. And during the time when GTA 6's trailer came out a long time ago, a former developer that me and Nathan have talked about, or I've seen himself talking about it, Mike York gave his personal opinion and actually talked about the in-game engine situation that was happening in the trailer and said his personal opinions about the game. And he even said himself that what you're seeing is what you're going to get. And Rockstar don't mess around. As soon as they show their trailers, that is what you're going to get. So a lot of people are not going to be having any problems about paying for the game, but for some people, it's going to be hurting their wallet more than anything else. Being overpriced maybe to around $120 to $150 is maybe overpriced, but that depends on the expenses on the editions you're paying for. $100, maybe $95 to $90 is probably for the standard edition, and that is just by the gameplay itself, and possibly online. But some people just don't have that much money. That's why you can save up. You have the whole 2025, maybe you even had a whole 2024 to have that time to save up.
Yeah.
So
like, it wasn't until we got the trailer that we knew to expect it by a certain time. Like, the trailer confirmed when, like what year to kind of expect it to come. And then from there, the people that are into GTA followed the general statistics of how it went, how Rockstar thought for like releasing their games, can predict potentially how much they might need, like a rough number, and when they might need it by. So like you have other Rockstar games as well, like Red Dead, which is another example of just how much advancement Rockstar has when it comes to like the gaming world and community.
exactly. Because the world of Red Dead Redemption was absolutely astonishing. You could literally stand at the highest peak of the game and just look over the valley and just enjoy the view. And NPCs' interactions just perfectly fit. You could have multiple interactions with NPCs in the story mode, and in online you would have these random events that online has, and you could just experience them. You could even experience animals having interaction with each other, like a pack of wolves hunting a big bear, and the bear is actually fending it off, and you're seeing these small little animations. And this is what the game sold the most of, and I'm 100% sure that what you're going to see in GTA 6 is possibly going to be double that, because it's a city with living, breathing NPCs, animals, and not going to say the word, but I don't want to say it, but the
Mhm.
people that is hooligans and stuff like that, I can say it like that, I don't want to use the other
Yeah.
ones, you're going to see a lot of these hooligans or people that is drinking alcohol and stuff like that, and
Potential troublemakers.
potential troublemakers as well. The gang affiliations and stuff like that. We've seen that in the oldest GTA in the books. GTA San
Yeah.
Andreas perfectly had this. They had the Ballas, they had the Mexican cartels, they had all these kind of people, and these people actually did not like the person that you were. And if you ran into these people, they would speak very bad towards you, so a possibility of change could happen. But this is where people are still questioning the fact of if it's worth their money, and that is where my answer is very simple. If it's a worth the time a game, yes. And I'm speaking this to possibly everyone on the Earth of planet Earth, if I have to say it, Earth of planet Earth, because that is people's
Yeah.
terms now. But if you think about it, people from this day and age is gonna lie under their noses and just say right now that, oh, gameplay is trash, gameplay is not gonna be
Yeah.
good. But in reality, you're still gonna pay for it, and you're gonna be lying to yourself, and then you're gonna not say to everybody else that you've paid for the game. You want to keep it to yourself because you don't want to be embarrassed of it. And it's fine. You don't have to get your
Yeah.
panties in a knickers and stuff like that. Don't worry. Don't get your panties in a bunch because it's perfect. The game is going to be running smoothly, as far as I would say, and it's your choice if you want to pay for the game or not. Rockstar Games knows what they're doing. It's a good market strategy, and they're keeping themselves quiet. And I'm 100% sure that they're doing a great job. And I think the game is still on track whatsoever. So if the possibility of an answer is, do you want to pay for the game or not? That's entirely up to you. Just don't criticize it if it's not for your liking because your expectations were too
Yeah.
high.
Because it's one thing to buy the game because you want to just experience it and then find out you don't really like it. But it's another if you're buying it because you have a certain level of expectation that the game just can't meet. Because if you're going into a game expecting the realest graphics ever, the realest physics for everything, you're always going to get shot down. Because no game will ever give us the most realistic and closest to real life shit possible. Because, in a sense, I don't believe anyone wants a game that is basically real life. We use games to escape our real life restrictions. Like
Exactly.
GTA 5 gives us the ability to, like all the GTAs actually, give us the ability to experience criminal life, law enforcement, and all that, destruction of environments, just overall chaos that is possible with certain limitations and weaponry and environments. Gave us environmental factors to handle. Like even Red Dead gave us, depending on the season, depending on whether you needed more layers, less layers. We had rain to worry about. We had to worry about keeping our food up so we could like stay healthy and that. But in the implementation of, depending on whether you have a slim character or a bulky character, depends on whether you're faster or you hit harder. Rockstar's presented multiple things that they're capable of and that we might be expecting in GTA 6. But if your expectations are way too high for the game, then you're just setting yourself up for disappointment when you go into the game. And that can be said with any game that you go to get in that. The expectations are too high, you're setting yourself up for the disappointment of wasting your money on it and not enjoying it.
And that is very well said.
I try.
This guy speaks volumes. Um, but no, you don't need to be led into a disappointment of the game. If you want a perfect experience from firsthand of anything, let your expectations at the lowest. Keep your standards, and experience from what we experience is called patience. And
Yeah.
learn from trailers what you're going to expect. You're going to expect vehicles on sand. You're going to be expecting almost I believe every vehicle and every helicopter and stuff are going to be able to go through the city and stuff, and you're going to be able to land on every single building and have a good time on top of them and stuff, but don't keep your expectations too high. Oh, I can maybe steal an animal, even though Mike York said that you can steal an animal and put him in the trunk, confirmed. That is
Yeah.
not confirmed or denied, alright? He doesn't work for the game anymore, okay? But keep
Yeah.
your standards low. Keep it low as possible, because Rockstar has plenty of trial and error towards their games, but none of their games is as above and beyond, alright? Just because they're a good developer doesn't mean that their games is going to be filled with
Yeah.
every possibility. What they do is they have to go through every aspect from what players are going to be doing, not because of their main game. Their main story is perfect. That is what they have written. But during that free mode time is what you're going to be doing, what your choice is going to be doing. If you're going to be doing a hostage situation where you bring them into your vehicle and you drive them off a cliff and then you land in the bottom of the ocean, and a player is going to jump after that hostage and try to save him from drowning because he's hogtied or something. Is there a possibility to save him? These kind of things. And if they're not implemented, then don't get disappointed. Just be more happy towards what you have instead of what you
Yeah.
got. And that is what the aspects of keeping your standards and keeping your low expectations on the down low, because you don't want to be
Yeah.
disappointed. But to be sure, there should be vehicles when the game drops, alright? There should be games having vehicles in the first time, okay? There's not going to be any
Yeah.
times where you're just going to be walking around. Of course, you might be walking around the city, you might be driving, but I'm 100% sure the game is going to have vehicles at day one. You can
Yeah.
even ask Nathan right now. He's available.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty confident that they're going to have vehicles. Well, that means you have to steal them to have them, or you're able to just buy a high range of vehicles from the moment you get in, providing you've found a reliable, efficient, and fun way for you to gain the money to purchase the vehicles. But it's also, just because something's confirmed doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be there day one.
Exactly.
Don't expect everything that's confirmed for the game to be available day one. They're going to need time to get everything they've said that we're going to get into the game. So day one could just be we'll have limited option of vehicles we can have, or
Yeah.
steal, or drive in general. And then a few weeks or months down the line, we'll get more vehicles, more accessibility to a wider variety of opportunities that we can take.
Exactly.
Like day one, the only method for making money might be just the casual grocery shop robbery and that. Maybe it's just like stealing cars off the street and trying to sell them. That might be the only reliable resource for money at day one. Maybe day one will introduce like some bigger things that we can get better money from that GTA 5 didn't get till like really far down the line with. But we
Exactly.
won't find out all this information until we get the game, obviously.
Of course.
It's just what we believe to expect and what we hope to eventually get. At the moment, at least.
And I'm 100% sure when the game releases, we're gonna have guns, okay? Everybody's probably gonna be a gunaholic at this point, and we're still gonna be shooting NPCs just for the fun of it, okay?
Oh, hell yeah.
Um,
Gotta test that police response time and that.
oh yeah. If you guys have been following up on the leaks and stuff, you guys know that the police forces and stuff and like that is gonna be completely changed, and we're gonna have a police response time, or at least Rockstar's gonna change that. But I'm 100% sure that it's not gonna be changed towards the police response time, since they want to make sure that the police is at its highest and the biggest situation as possible. So just expect police response time being a thing in the game when it releases. Because we want that police response time to be there and accurate as possible. You want to be able to get a chance to escape the police, just not spawning in immediately right there with you, and having a what the people on GTA has actually called it a police global inspection or something, where they know exactly where you are on the map at all times, even if
Yeah.
they're searching for you. So we're gonna cross our fingers that the police AI system is gonna be a little bit better. Since Red Dead Redemption 2 did a great job on the laws of the policemen and stuff like that, then yes, I'm 100% sure that it's going to be improved and taken care of.
Yeah, because as you said, Red Dead already has a great police / law enforcement response system in place. Like GTA 5, it's just you do something to get cops' attention, they're immediately after you. Whereas
Yeah,
Red Dead, they presented the availability and capability to have you do a crime, you have to deal with the witness state of the NPCs around you that have witnessed that actual crime.
exactly.
Same with even if an NPC just came across something that you've done, they're still going to go report it. They may not be immediately able to say that it was you, but they're still going to react to potential dead body or something,
Exactly.
or potentially damaged property in that. Just because they didn't see you do it doesn't mean that they weren't reporting it.
Just like
Because yeah,
just like the trailer, or just like the leaks showed off in GTA 6 with the 90 minutes of footage, we had a Waffles Diner House. I'm still gonna bring that up. We had a police description with the three descriptions, which is a non-description, partial description, and full description, and which is going to change because in Red Dead Redemption 2, as far as I remember, there was a kind of description module towards it, but it wasn't really there. It was just as long as you had a mask on in story mode and stuff, you wouldn't be noticed or something. But it's still kind of bugged out a little bit. You would still have a bounty on you, even though you shouldn't be spotted, right? Well, that's gonna about to change. But I definitely think the police system is going to be completely a big change towards what
oh yeah,
Rockstar is forcing to move with, because we haven't heard anything new, and we're still waiting. So that's why we're here.
yeah. Because as of right now, we're just aware that the police system is going to be more difficult to handle. Better reactions to the environment around you and what you're doing to potentially get the police attention.
Exactly.
Like when GTA 6 comes out, we might get wanted levels for just speeding too much, not following all traffic laws. That might actually be implemented. Might not,
Exactly.
but we don't currently know.
All these questions are going to be answered as soon as the game is out.
Yeah.
Now, again, shifting towards the talk about everything like that, what about the opinions towards Rockstar Games' silence that has been not spoken about in a whole year now? Rockstar has been completely silent for a whole year and 1 month of the next trailer and stuff, and we're still waiting for that trailer too. But their silence is almost killing me. It's making me want to rip out my PC cord and stuff and just plug it into something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What do you take about that?
I believe it's a form of essentially trying to teach a lesson to those people that have been leaking their details. Because more of a
Possibility.
sense of in my opinion, you've already been getting all these leaked details, so we're going to stop actually mentioning anything to expect or any of the work we're doing, so you can't go and leak this information, go get more details than we're currently sharing on our project. It's a form of essentially punishing those people that have been leaking their information about their game to the world that they weren't ready to share yet.
That's a
With the
possibility.
trailer that we got, there's already leaks about the trailer.
Oh yeah. if you guys are not caught up to speed, I'm gonna give you guys a lightning reminder. Before the trailer was announced and stuff like that, people were already getting a friendly reminder of a trailer that was already coming out. This was even right after when Rockstar has posted on their Twitter that a trailer is going to be dropping, and before the trailer was dropped, a person put a post with a Bitcoin or something in the middle, and it was the trailer footage of GTA 6, and then Rockstar had to post as quickly as possible and show that they had been leaked about their trailers, so they had to post their original trailer. And even though that the person posted that trailer, nobody knew if it was real or fake. But Rockstar confirmed it after posting their trailer. So now I hope you guys are caught up to speed. If you guys have already watched that, then great job. And it just shows that people are still waiting, and it's the most anticipated game. But if this is a possibility towards what Rockstar has done, that the reason why we haven't gotten anything is because of the leaks, then I think this is a fair shot towards players that has already seen what the experience is. And from my side, I definitely think that it's a punishment towards you guys have seen our footage for 90 minutes of our pre-production on the game. Yes, we're going to keep it silent, but who knows? It could also be that they're keeping it silent because of their market strategy, that they don't care about what people have done. You never know what the developers really do. If
It
I was
could
a
just be
developer,
to build suspense and anticipation. That's what I was looking for. Could just be like building suspense, anticipation for what's coming next.
exactly.
So when they do eventually drop this next trailer, more people are hyped about it. More people are interested. Because even the people that want to hate on the game are still going to watch it,
Still
so
gonna
they're going to have
watch or at
things to
least try
hate
to
on.
play. Exactly, and they're gonna still hate on it.
Yeah, because unfortunately that's the world and society we live in.
We live in this society
Is
no matter what. It's always been here.
yeah,
Always. Since I was a kid, even.
well yeah, it just seems like personally it feels like it's just gone worse over the years.
Exactly.
More people are quick to hate on games and give negative opinions of everything rather than give things a chance. Let
Exactly.
things just go as it does. Try to control everything that's going on with like games and the world around them.
Oh yeah. And if you think about it, GTA 5 came out in 2013, and even those 10 to 11 years, we had content after content after content, keeping the game alive. Not even on a life cord or something like that. We kept it alive for as long as we can, and it's still one of the most active games that is on a live service game till this day. It has plenty of players on multiple platforms, even on 5M servers, which is now counted as Rockstar Games servers. Well, not technically, but it is a possibility that that could be a thing. So players playing 5M, you're actually kind of playing GTA 5 just with mods. And during those times, we've kept the game as alive as much as possible because that's what we wanted to do. And there's no doubt in my mind that when the other game comes out, we're going to have the same kind of thing as well, expecting around 10 to 11 to 12 to 15 years of experience of just content after content, enjoying the game as it is. So, the game is not going to die out. I'm 100% sure about that. And even when it comes to the anticipation of the second trailer, the hype is not over. It's not over as much as we know. People are still talking about it. As long as you talk about it just for a little bit, you're not missing it, which means that you want to expect the second trailer. So just by talking a little bit that you're saying you're missing GTA 6, or I want GTA 6 second trailer, or when do we expect second trailer, which means that you're anticipating the second trailer, or at least expecting news from Rockstar Games, which also is a bit of talk about the next game. Henceforth, most anticipated game of 2025.
Just overall, GTA 6 has had a long following and awaiting and expectation.
It's had the best expectation.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Well,
going to
even
talk
when
about it.
GTA 5 initially launched, there was already people talking about what they might expect from GTA 6.
Exactly. And I still remember to this day that my dad was out in the queue for hours on end getting 2 copies of GTA 5, one for me and one for him, and I still remember the case till this day. It's even in my washing basket in the freaking bathroom because I haven't sorted out anything yet. And it's still there, and it still has its GTA 5 in its case with everything that's included, GTA 5's map, and the extra bonuses you would have gotten from GTA Online, the $500,000 in story mode and online. If anybody doesn't remember that, then you guys have not played GTA 5 since launch, or at least from the PlayStation 4 launch. But anyways, you get my point.
Because like the GTA 5 physical map copy that we got was a massive thing.
Whew. It was.
We had a physical copy of what the map looked like to know what we're dealing with, where we're able to go before we even launched the game.
And the craziest thing is, I still remember to this day when I had the physical copy of the map, when I opened it up, I had two versions. I had the one side where it was just completely empty with all the nice, beautiful colors on it, and on the other side, it showed me every possibilities of weapons and stores and strip club and where to expect all the activity at. And I noticed that there was over 50 to 100 places. That might be an over-exaggerating part, but that actually is true. There's multiple places you can visit. Even if it's not placed on the map, it's a place you can go to, which I mean, strangers and freaks, interactions, stores, everything. There's over hundreds of possibilities in Plain County, up in Paleto Bay, and Los Santos. Its own place. And I'm telling you, there's plenty of places you could expect. Even in the water, you could expect some things. And this is why Rockstar has made their games so popular. It's because of how much you spend on the game and how much time you actually spend by exploring. And that is how the game actually worked in these years. Except, of course, microtransactions, but that was a final step into the game's development. And Rockstar Games even confirmed this by saying that the development was supposed to be a smooth run, and then microtransactions popped into GTA 5. GTA 6, no exception. Microtransactions are going to be still a thing, but you're still going to be playing the game for years on end.
Yeah, because it's not microtransactions that are going to make it game-changing, going to ruin your experience. It's likely to be the microtransactions that GTA 5 currently has, where you can buy shark cards to get more money to help you get like businesses or vehicles or weapons.
Exactly.
It's very unlikely that it's going to be a microtransaction that changes your entire experience of the game. Because Rockstar, in my experience, doesn't do that to their community. They make everything that we can experience available for free and give us the ability to buy money so we can get further quicker. We also have the ability to make that money naturally if we do so want to put that time in.
If you think about it, transactions are just there if you need it. You don't need to. You can make money your own ways. And that is what I did when it came to PlayStation 3 launch, which is actually crazy to think about. The game came out on PlayStation 3 and they managed to pop it in that little console. That little baby boy had a bit of too much pregnancy when it came to the megabytes, but goddamn, the game worked. But still, at those times when that game came out, you had limitless of possibilities. You had a couple of places to make money. The first thing that people maybe did was go to rob a liquor store or something, or go up and rob somebody that is not even a person, you would say, maybe an alien or something, and he probably has multiple money on him, just dressed up as a costume, right? You would do anything to get money. And then when microtransactions came in, you then chose to go for shark cards because you want more money. And then you bought your first business, and then you've never touched shark cards ever again. But you're complaining about shark cards being a thing, but you're forgetting that you actually paid for shark cards. Even if you haven't paid for shark cards, they're there if you need them. If you have friends that has bunkers or has places that you can make money. You can ask them, and they would likely say yes to helping you out, making money, so you actually have some kind of things to enjoy. Some players out there actually has multiple places to get collections, just like every vehicle in the game. Even the vehicles that has been removed, which was over 300 vehicles and counting. And some of the vehicles that are still being used are no longer in the game. They have been wiped. But still, during those times, if you're lucky, you have some of these vehicles that has been removed. But still, that does not change the outcome of what you can and what you can pay for. If there's a vehicle that you wanted and now the vehicle's gone, that doesn't matter. You can still get other vehicles. There's possibilities.
Yeah.
GTA 6 is not going to be an exception. You're still going to enjoy the game, even with microtransactions. Microtransactions are not going to be popping up your screen when you're logging in, and they're going to be like, do you want a shark card? Do you want a shark card? It's not going to accept or deny. You can choose whenever you need to.
Yeah, it's
Microtransactions
like
are
a
just
more
there.
subtle approach.
Exactly.
Like, if you don't have the money to pay for something, it just politely reminds you that the option is there to get a shark card to help you with your transactions. It's not throwing microtransactions in your face like other games do. It's a subtle reminder that there is support there to help you with paying for things.
Yeah.
So if you do need it, you can just be like, oh yeah, I have the money I can currently spare to buy this, so I can advance further in my enjoyment of the game.
Thoughts on the strippers coming out of the screen on some VR shit in GTA 6? What's our thoughts about that?
Well, I wasn't aware of a VR experience with GTA 6.
Thoughts on
Well,
strippers coming out of the screen on some VR shit in GTA 6?
That's
I can't
a
even
crazy
take
line,
that. I
man.
can't take that seriously. Like, goddamn,
Not like,
it's taking my professional out of my
yeah,
freaking voice. My
takes a
professionalism is
bit of
not.
the professionalism out of the setting.
It's taking my professionalism out
But
of my
like,
professionalism. My
just
thoughts,
the
though.
mention of it though, it's crazy because it's like,
Oh. Type shit, bro. Got it. Okay. I see it. Okay, so thoughts on the strippers coming out of the screen on some VR type shit, bro. Got it.
damn,
Or
bro.
on just any type of shit. So,
Oh man.
okay. Never really talked about this. I've never
No.
actually brought it up.
Well, actually, I was never aware of it.
I
so-
never was aware that I could talk about strippers in general, because it's a very hard topic to talk about because
Yeah.
YouTube and
'Cause
stuff
there's
like that.
certain words and phrases you can't say.
But if I have to say with VR, I think it would go crazy with the amount of technology we have now with Rockstar Games' new engine. I would say VR could probably change the whole outcome of you going into the strip club with a shirtless woman or a complete thongless woman or something, just standing there with her Missy Pussycat or something like that, just looking at you. Or with her nice little tatas looking at you, you know? You never
Yeah,
know.
because like it's in a way, I believe it would just enhance your experience of like doing that, having that opportunity available to you. Could make that experience more enjoyable for you.
No way I'm answering this. Oh, we're answering it. This is a open podcast with questions.
Hey, there's no questions that can't be answered here. Unless, of course, you put me in a spot where we physically can't use the words answer it.
There are limitless possibilities, okay? But there are some questions that needs to be unanswered. We are not inside developers, just
some
saying.
questions are better off just left on the back burner for the devs to answer.
Exactly. We do not have every answer. We're just here talking about what's new, and there's no further leaks or whatever, so don't worry about that. Just keeping that in mind. It is just a concept about theories towards theories, which we're not going to be going into. We're just talking about what has been happening in these past couple of months, all the way through 2024, and the pricing situation.
Own thoughts on the situation as well.
Exactly. And with your question, we have possible answers.
Yeah, like
it's no stranger to GTA though that like strippers are there. You can go see them.
We've
Go
seen them
have
in the
fun.
trailers.
You
You
can
have
get
like
their
about 5
numbers.
seconds, and you've
Yeah.
seen you've seen the clip of the woman on the car twerking and stuff like that. Even though it's
Yeah.
a real life satire kind of stuff. But imagine seeing that in real life or just in VR. Just you download a VR mod on GTA 6, and then all of a sudden you see this woman twerking on the vehicle, and you're like watching it in VR. You're not gonna stop and question. You're gonna be like, damn that,
Yeah, you're gonna sit and enjoy what you're seeing.
You're
You're
gonna be
not just
enjoying
gonna
every
glance at it and be like,
aspect.
"Oh, cool," and walk on. But it's also VR changes a lot of experiences. Even if you've experienced it normally, it's still gonna have a different experience in VR
Oh yeah.
because it gives you a different perspective and ability to interact with the environment.
So to answer your question, hold on to your butts. That's mostly what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
But
Although
continuing,
it's not something that's entirely ruled out as of now, so it might be expected, but there's no guarantee.
no. But since we've seen a GTA 5 mod, there is a 100% a possibility that GTA 6 is not going to be an exception without VR. There's going to be
Just
some crazy
might have
person
to
out there.
wait a bit before we get that ability.
You need a PC X to run with that VR mod system if you need everything.
Oh man.
Thoughts on Transformer Third Leg Lucia or Femboy Jason in GTA 6? You know the way they support that goo goo gaga shit. You got an answer for that?
Not really.
Transformer Third Leg Lucia or Femboy Jason in GTA 6. And then goo goo gaga shit.
Man.
So, if we're talking about a femboy Jason over here, what are we kind of like going into? Are we talking about, what he
Like,
looks like,
As
or
if femboy, it immediately says to me like potential of Jason having the ability to like wear female clothing and act more feminine than the usual like masculine characters and just in general people.
my fault, bro? I'm
But
gone.
like Transformer Third Leg Lucia.
Transformer alert, the Third Leg Lucia. That's a good one. I've never heard that
I
before.
don't know how to respond or even process that.
If I have to go through what he's saying there, I believe he's trying to say that a woman that is supposed to be a
Also, like transgender slash, I'll say it now.
yeah, there you go. Or a possibility that she's a badass and stuff. But hey, video games got to do that sometimes. They got to throw in some females to make it so badass. Plus, there are female gamers out there, so they're making some kind of progress to that, right?
But like Lucia with that third leg,
Don't even go into that
crazy.
situation.
like I want to discuss it, but I also don't because it's a wild.
Okay, bring it on.
Thing.
Okay, time to listen to a nice little life lesson here with the Third Leg Lucia. Okay, Nathan, speak it up.
Hey, I know I was actually going to talk about it. I just said it's something
I'm bringing
I
the microphone a
do
little bit
and
closer
don't.
to you. Hold on. There you go. You got it closer to you. There you go.
Jesus
Speak up.
Christ, man. Put us on the spot now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
It's because it brings more of today's society stuff into the game.
Oh yeah.
But the whole transgender is now more normalized than it used to be.
Ugh.
So the potential that Lucia could have that concealed weapon is potentially there. But it's also the argument of whether Rockstar would be willing to embrace that much of the today's society culture stuff into it.
Oh yeah.
Because like, it's also you gotta think of how would they even present that to the player per se as well. Because like they're not exactly gonna just be like, oh yeah, here's Lucia, but ass naked, just for you to see that. They're obviously gonna, if it is happening, gonna make it a more subtle thing for people to pick up on.
For streamers as well.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of streamers on day one when the game launches that if there's going to be nudity and stuff, you know it's going to happen. Even though GTA 5 had a scene from story mode, if you guys remember very, very vaguely, where it all of a sudden just switched to Trevor being butt-ass naked, humping a motorcycle main character from the Lost and the Damned in GTA 4, just humping that woman from back, and you could see his nice little tennis balls dangling, which was completely out of nowhere. There was like no forewarning whatsoever that the game was about to switch. So for some streamers, they had to quickly shut down the game just to get that screen out of the way.
It's like Rockstar's already presented that they're happy to give us the opportunity to see like male genitalia and like females' chests, like uncensored, because you have like the camp in the hills up in Paleto Bay with like all those men that just let it all hang out naturally.
Oh yeah.
Then you have like the strip club and the Playboy Mansion where you can see topless women.
Yep.
So there is the potential chance of being exposed to Lucia's Transformer third leg.
If it's a possibility.
But also like the femboy Jason thing. We've already seen that Rockstar play about with the whole femboy shit.
We've seen Trevor dressing up as a female with the dress.
Yeah, like Trevor has the ability to go
taking the piss out
purchase a dress to wear, but also when you switch into him, there's the opportunity that you spawn in as him in a dress on top of Mount Chiliad or in the middle of Sandy somewhere. And it fit the character perfectly as well because of his attitude.
It made it funnier.
He never cared about the fact that he was wearing a dress. He never cared about what people thought of him.
Exactly. So, to answer the question, bring it on.
I'd love to see it, yeah.
Developers are going to find a way to make it so it's funny and welcome in some kind of way, and plus take the piss out of the society, because that's what Rockstar always does. GTA is a game that is taking a piss out of reality. We've seen this time and time again. Even the trailer with the 90 seconds of footage, just by the trailer itself, of the woman being on the car, almost butt-ass naked, and twerking on that car, and the woman holding two hammers is a real-life thing. Everything is real. Even the Leonida Joker Man was a Florida Joker Man reference, but there was no resemblance to his face to keep the lawsuits to the bare minimum. So even if Florida Joker Man had to, lawsuit, which is still going on to this day, which I think is so crazy, nothing's gonna happen. So from my side, just bring it on. If Jason or Lucia third leg opportunity is going to happen, yes, we'll find a way to make it funny. That's what Rockstar's going to say. Don't quote me on this, Rockstar, but I believe this is what you guys are going to do. You guys are going to find your ways of having some characters in the game, or at least some NPCs in the real-life world, a femboy you're going to meet on the street, or a trans person meeting on the street, and they're going to ask for your help. You can choose to accept or deny, and if you choose to accept, it's going to show off a funny scene, and if you deny, it's going to go a different route. You never know. It's going to be a possibility, so if Rockstar's going to deliver this, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Goes out. Racer's got some good questions.
You don't say.
I'm liking the questions, yo.
But the Transformer third lane, that was out of nowhere, and that got me.
That was just wild first words on that sentence,
Like, as soon as he asked the first question, I was just like, what should I say on this? Because that just broke my professionalism out of my professionalism. Like,
he gave all those harder questions to answer.
It was just
something
in a
sense,
I was
yes,
not expecting.
we are saying here talking about the lighter stuff.
We're talking about what we had planned, even in the description.
Yeah.
We're talking about GTA prices. We're talking about the fiasco of people talking negatively about the stuff. And we're even talking about just the mixed opinions. And there's so much more bringing in. And we're not even in the game state yet, since we're still talking about some other stuff. Yeah. But since we are going to be talking about some of the stuff, let's actually get into the game state. And it's been over a year, so let's actually try to summarize what we actually think Trailer 2 is going to bring, even though the game state is well on her way of being released in 2025, potential 2026. And I believe, from my own perspective, I still think it's a potential 2025 release.
Oh, yeah,
So,
same.
game state, I would say it is still looking good. It is a highly anticipated game with the utmost Rage Engine 9 potentials of their engine, and everybody should know this at this point, that the engine that they're running is their own in-house engine, Rage Engine, and they have always been improved, even from the first ever game till now. The game is going to be released in 2025, potential 2026. And we're still waiting for a potential announcement from the next trailer, but since it's been over a year, I have a feeling that the game is going to look even better in the
Oh, yeah.
2025 trailer 2, I believe, because
I
we're not
believe,
going to
like,
get a
yeah.
2026 release. No. Or trailer release, I believe.
Trailer 2 is going to bring a more in-depth look to, like, the surrounding city. Maybe we'll get a bit more of a backstory on, like, the first few scenes that we saw in the official trailer about Lucia in prison. Maybe we'll get a backstory into Jason's life. Where it's overall, I'm expecting to see more of an improvement in what we can expect to see in GTA 6's overall performance and like the way we're able to perceive the world of GTA 6.
Exactly. And we've seen this from time and time again. If we take the previous Rockstar games and look at what they've done there to improve to the next game, we've seen potential towards NPCs, gunplay, towards character physique, and hunting, and smallest encounters from just doing anything. And I love it.
Yeah. It was like the first trailer I already gave were an amazing perspective of what they're currently at with expectations, abilities, and opportunities. Like with the fact of potential social media like interactions.
My
Are
bad,
we
bro,
going to
but
be
this
able?
has to be signs of unemployment. A whole podcast of GTA 6.
That's funny
I
that.
don't know if I have to take that as an insult or take that on my chin, but I'll take both.
Hey, we've stated clear that it's a podcast about GTA 6.
Oh yeah, following up on everything that's new,
Yeah,
and so
it was
far
just
nothing.
we got talking about stuff in our own time.
Oh yeah,
Saw something there. We're like, you know what? We'll stream it, open it to potentially some questions that me and you haven't like even considered yet.
exactly. Anyways, continue what you had to ramble on.
Yeah, rambling about the potential of like an actual social media platform in GTA 6 with the whole could already showed like bits of a potential social media thing with like the posts about the I believe it was a gas station about the guy getting tased or shot by police. There was also the crocodile one. Pretty sure the two ladies with the hammer with the two. No, the lady with the two hammers. I'm mixing up my words. Because I'm once again on the spot trying to discuss something. Really, bro? The only question that matters is ass or tits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that one. That one is restricted. I'm sorry, dude.
It's a controversial question that
That one
everyone
from
gets
my
asked.
side, that one is personal, and yes, as it is. But still, there
I
is
personally say, why can't it be both?
exactly, and from my side, it's not what we're talking about. That is
No.
entirely up to you.
If we bring it into a GTA perspective of are we going to be able to see more ass or more tits, then it's on topic, but just an in general question of ass or tits is quite controversial.
Yeah, just please don't say freaking booty and melons right now, all right? That's too many times.
He respects the principle, though.
That's good. Anyways, continue your thing.
Yeah. So essentially, like, is it going to be social media that we only have access to in story mode, or we're going to have access to this in online,
It's
where we
already
can
been
post our
covered.
own? Has it?
It's gonna be in both.
Oh, good. Because that opens the potential to be showing your own police chases, your own police interactions, your own interactions with just in general the AI as a whole.
Exactly.
Other players can see what you're doing and comment on how you're dealing with certain situations as well.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll be funny to open your phone in game and see that someone's said that you're a bit of a noob in handling a certain situation, or gives you advice on how to handle the cops better, gives you new ideas for what to do with the cops or the AIs around you. Might even give you ideas for new experiences that you haven't quite looked at, or new scenery that you might have not seen since you first got the game.
Exactly.
That's all I really wanted to say on the social media front, really.
No, there's
Small
a lot of
topic.
possibilities, and with the
Yeah.
game's state towards that, I would definitely say it's gonna open up a lot of possibilities. And even in story mode, I'm 100% sure that there's gonna be changes towards that. So if you've done a mission, all of a sudden there's gonna be changes towards what the social media is gonna be doing. Not saying it's a public opinion towards if you've just robbed a bank. There's going to be public opinions. Of course, you're going to see people live streaming and talking about
Yeah.
it. Like NPCs are going to be like right next to the whole bank scene and stuff, and they're going to be talking about that what has happened, but this is only in story mode kind of thing. But in
Yeah.
online, it's going to be a whole different kind of story. But we really don't know how far it's going to be in online with the activities towards the social media.
Just
If
how much
it's
interaction you can have with it, yeah.
just with the interaction, exactly.
Because
But
story mode does a bigger potential that there might be clips on the social media of you driving away from the scene. Maybe a slight little like sneak clip of you leaving the bank or the shop that you've just robbed.
and this could be a potential witness situation. You never
Yeah.
know. Police could be watching all these things happening on live stream while being on the chase with you. You never know.
You may even find an AI streaming your current predicament.
Yeah. Possibilities are endless. With this new social media aspect, there's going to be mixed opinions about that as well. But from my side, I don't care. As long as I have the freedom of enjoying the world and running around or driving around at least and enjoying it with my friends, then I'm good with that.
Well, it's an intriguing aspect to even have potential of.
Exactly. I definitely
Because
think that this is going to change the gaming industry a lot because it's set in
yeah,
a modern
definitely.
time era. So of course, social media is going to be a big change.
Yeah. Wonder if the phone prices are going to be the same in GTA 6 as well.
Phone prices?
Yeah, because you talked to us the other day about how it costs money to like call your friends in GTA Online.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll keep it in GTA 6?
100%. GTA 4 did not have this implication where you could call your friends, but you could join your friends via the multiplayer section. But GTA 5 is the first ever game to have the implementation where you could call your friends in GTA Online, and it costed money to pay and call. And when you called them, doesn't matter what session they're in, you could call them in another session, and it would cost you around, I think it's like $10 to $5 to just call them and just see what they're doing. And you could have a whole hour conversation with them if you needed to. Um, I'm 100% sure that's going to be in the game as well. You're going to be calling your friends. Maybe it's going to be no money. Just call them and just see what they want. And see what they're doing and just give them a quick message. You can even probably send screenshots to them of the game or something, or just show them where you're at and send them in the messages on your phone.
Yeah.
And just be like, this is
That'd
where
be a
I'm at right
good
now.
little implementation.
Exactly.
To be able to
Implementation is going to be amazing.
add photos from in the game and send them to another in-game player.
You can
Instead of
send it to
having to
anybody.
do it instead of having to just go and message them on the console itself.
So you could just give them a quick message and just be like, you're looking for your friend, he's right here, or something, or anything that really changes the aspect. So calling your friend, 100% that's going to be in the game. There's no doubt in my mind.
Because you could implement the whole like ransom situation with hostages.
Oh yeah. At that
It's
little
like, oh yeah,
RP that
your
you're
friend
looking
that you were chasing us with is now in the boot of my car. Give
Is
us
this your
like
friend?
this much, show up this time, this place, give us this much money, or do this thing for us, and you'll get your friend back unharmed.
Oh yeah.
You don't meet my expectations and requests and demands, your friend will either be severely injured or die. Your choice. His life is in your hands. Kind of situation.
Consequences for their actions kind of deal. There you go. Add this kind
You
of
harassed me, I'm now going to harass you.
Add this whole RP kind of section into the game, which is going to be crazy. I mean, the whole concept of it is going to be in the action. The same question goes to you as well. I'm going to be putting you on the spot immediately, but this time you're going to be prepared for it. Decapitation, or at least head exploding from a shotgun blast, just like Red Dead Redemption 2 did with the whole body part situation. Do you think that's going to return?
I hope so, since they've already shown that they're capable of having it in the games. They're not afraid to have the gore. So I don't see why they wouldn't bring it to GTA 6. It'd open another door of potential and capabilities. It's another area to explore and experiment with when you get the game. Because it gives you that opportunity to be like, well, you choose whether you lose your leg today or your head.
Oh yeah.
Instead of just you choose between whether I shoot you in the knee or the chest or the face. It just damages you or one shot kills you. There's no real consequence to it.
Exactly.
But GTA 6 might bring the consequence of, depending on where you've been shot, limits your mobility and what you're able to do. Like, maybe if you get shot in the shoulder, you're only able to use one-handed weaponry. If you're shot in, like, the leg or the knee, you might either be forced to limp around until you get medical attention, or you might not even be able to walk whatsoever. And need someone to take you to get that sorted out. So no possibilities are endless situation.
Exactly. Now, luckily, I have 2 more questions before we're done.
Oh no.
So this is great. And I want the 2 questions to be as long as possible to drag the video out. I'm kidding. They can be as long as you want them to be. I would probably say max 3 minutes.
We'll see how much of a thought I have on it.
So 3 minutes is your max, and if you go over, I will let you know.
Yeah.
So the first question is towards the potential of vehicles in the game. Anything that goes with the vehicles. I'm talking about weight, I'm talking about speed, I'm talking about the potential of a car map design inside the vehicle when you enter it, and there's a map blip in the car or on your phone, GPS kind of thing, so it doesn't block your whole idea of something. So anything goes. Go.
Yeah. Essentially, when it comes to vehicles, I hope they'll bring back the like sat nav stuff of having an audible guiding system in the vehicle again. Because they used to have it in, I can't remember which GTA it was that I'm specifically thinking of, but
they used to have it so if you set a waypoint on the map, you'd have an audible navigation to where you're going, like when to turn left, when to turn right, when to go straight. But I also think that might bring the whole implementation of the weight of your car affects how it handles the environment, how durable it is, how fast you might be able to go with it, how easy it is to turn, how easy it is to brake. Like overall, it's just I believe the vehicles will have like a weight and mapping like system to it to help give it that extra bit of possibility and fun with the game's overall experience. And I know I keep saying overall a lot.
No, it makes sense. Overall.
Yeah. Because I'm viewing it as like a whole idea. Having your vehicles have a weight system to them which affects its actual like uses and its capabilities in the environments. Because we already have the ability where, depending on like if it's raining or snowing or dry, depends on whether your car slides around or not, and whether your car can actually handle itself or not. So I don't think it's out of the question that Rockstar bring the ability for your car's actual weight to affect its durability and its performance in the open world.
Well, they definitely had it in GTA 4, and speaking of it, I'm definitely going to return to that game at some point.
Oh yeah.
Even though the weight
GTA
system
4
in that
had a
game
lot of
was a little
things
bit too
that
much.
were
but...
great and should come back as well.
Exactly. And it worked, and the destruction on the cars worked so much good. Like, so much better than I expected, because the way that the weight on the car felt when you were driving and going around corners, it felt heavy, it felt gritty, it felt grounded. It felt like you were actually driving a car, and if you were going too fast and you were hitting the brakes, it took a long time before your car came to a full stop. So at that time, you could be crashing into things, and after the crash aftermath, you would have battle wounds, what I would call pretty severe dents, and they would affect your gameplay and affect your car's performance overall. And when I looked at the leak, I can't show it unfortunately because NDA, and plus I don't want to get hit by Take-Two, so I can give a perfect example. The leak that I'm talking about is the one where the developer is working on the red pickup truck, and he's driving it down the highway towards a ramp with a TV looking thing, and he then hits the ramp and the car crashes and completely smokes out, and there's a couple of dents and there's a couple of hinges being pulled off, doors and sides are being ripped off, and there's dents and actual destruction on them, even if they're off, and the hood pops up a little bit and there's dents and stuff in there. That is what I'm expecting, and this is a whole complete different aspect towards what GTA 4 used to be. Complete destruction and complete rip-off against the cars, and potential wheels falling off, hopefully. I'm going to be hoping that wheels are going to be popping off just like in online, where you drive down and then there's going to be these wheels popping up, because story mode had them, and online did have them for a certain amount of time. Then they repaired it because of first-person mode and the limitations towards being in first person, so you didn't have to glitch out if you landed on your roof. If you guys have played GTA 5 on PlayStation 3, you guys know when you guys hit the roof of your car, the roof would actually crumble a little bit. And since the introduction on the PlayStation 4 with the first-person mode, the roof actually doesn't crumble anymore. The doors don't crumble anymore. So hitting a lamppost on the side where the front guy is driving, doesn't matter where, now the doors actually just fall right off, and there is a couple of scratches in the car, but there's no actual dents in the car anymore. It's more towards the front, back, or a little bit on the sides of the back, not towards the doors. And it's because of the first person mode and the limitations. So when GTA 6 is going to release, the whole engine is going to be completely changed. So driving in first person and crashing could be fatal. It could be ending your life in an instant, like a snap. So having a police chase, be very careful of your cars. Just going to say that. All right. Is that anything with the cars?
In a sense, yeah.
You got
But
one?
my question to you
Ooh.
would be, what's your thoughts on the potential, like, environmental destruction?
Ooh. Environmental destruction, we say.
Yeah. How far do you think they'll take it?
Well, this is Florida, and Florida has a lot of hurricanes and stuff, and a lot of storms, and a lot of high windage. I believe they're going to bring in as much as they can towards the hardware limitations, what they can deliver. So, higher wind voltage, which means maybe pushing cars around while it's very, very stormy, or you're having an imbalanced system where you can't walk because there's a high windage or storm or hurricane being thrown about. Tornadoes, I would say that's going to be a hard thing. I think that's going to be a hard pass, but who knows? Rockstar might have thought of something. I mean, Battlefield 2042 did it, so why can't Rockstar? You know?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a possibility that maybe a hurricane's going to roll through and there's going to be a tornado, but it's not going to do as much as you think it will, but who knows? Destruction towards anything, I would say that it's going to be a lot of destruction towards lampposts, trees, and possible barricades and possible little areas that you would normally not destroy. Even some trees can be destroyed. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 did it, so why can't GTA 6, you know? So possibly, I'm going to say 90% is going to be added. 10% is probably because of the hurricane. Everything else, perfectly fine. Maybe towards destruction with weapons or explosions to the bare minimum, just like Red Dead Redemption 2 did with some of the houses and some of the trees and some of the lampposts where you could shoot off some parts and stuff. And when people were sitting on benches, you could shoot like the parts off it, and some of the chairs you could shoot some of the parts off. And when it came to like bars and stuff, almost anything in the bar could be destroyed. So I think they're gonna keep everything you can be destroyed inside of a warehouse or somewhere, and in a higher density area like a crosswalk or a city or something. They're gonna keep it to the down low. I think they're gonna make it so it gives performance a chance to shine, so people don't actually have to run on 20 FPS to 15 FPS or 10. So I definitely think that they're gonna try to focus on what Florida has than what Battlefield can deliver, kind of thing.
Yeah.
No vehicle destruction or something like that is going to be boring. There's going to be explosions, there's going to be vehicle destruction, house destruction, possibly with smaller houses, like a little barn that could be destroyed if it's made out of wood. But anything else, no. I don't think so. So 90% is going to be added, I believe. Maybe 75.
Yeah. Because, like, seeing a new range of weather in the game would be a massive, like, game changer and improvement and overall new game experience and opportunity. Because you'd get to see how Rockstar goes about you and your vehicles responding to, like, heavy winds, hurricanes, potential tornadoes, and that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe see more, like, lightning actually striking stuff instead of just the iron thunder and seeing the odd bit of, like, lightning in the clouds.
I mean, you've seen it in Red Dead Redemption 2. You saw the lightning, and
Yeah.
you saw it actually interacting with the environment, even yourself. So I'm just going to say this right now. There's definitely a chance that the lightning is going to come back.
I hope so, because, like, it opens an amazing window, because, like, between Red Dead to GTA, bringing Red Dead's, like, weather potentials into GTA gives it more potential as well, because, like,
lightning would have a lot more things it can strike. Because in a modern day age, there's a lot more things that attract lightning than there was in the older days where Red Dead was set.
Can we delete that comment that came in?
Which one?
The one that just came from
Okay,
Sylvia.
yeah. Done.
Thank you.
Shouldn't be sharing those details.
I do not want to know. But no, the Red Dead Redemption 2 had some very nice details towards that kind of stuff, and the weather system worked so well when it came to the what was the thing that they called it with the clouds? Volumetric. That's the word I'm looking for. Volumetric. There it is. And the volumetric clouds were actually like what we would describe realistic, because volumetric clouds is what we have in real life. They look realistic, they feel realistic, they are all over the place. And it is what works. And when it comes to the overall kind of stuff, it's like there's like no words to describe it because it just looks so good. And when as soon as the clouds they come over and it starts becoming overcast, you can kind of guess to yourself, is it going to rain? All of a sudden it rains.
Yeah.
So GTA 6 is not going to be an exception towards having this kind of level of detail. And we've seen it in the trailer. We saw the volumetric clouds. We saw them with our own eyes. There is no doubt in my mind that volumetric clouds is going to be a return. And I'm going to love it.
Yeah, like I'm really looking forward to like just experiencing GTA with like volumetric clouds as well.
Oh yeah.
Like the same reasons that you've just mentioned as well. It's just it brings a whole new meaning to like GTA's realism.
It just feels so good.
Yeah.
Because it felt so good in Red Dead Redemption. You could hear the rain splashes, you could hear the thunderclouds rolling over, and then you could hear the rain rolling over as soon as it comes inbound, and you could see the landscapes like changing from some areas being sunny and then some of them being cloudy, and you could see it with your own eyes, and it just looks so perfect. And it's just one of those kind of things that you just want to expect again from another game, and there's 100% certain that it will happen again.
Yeah.
And I'm no doubt in my mind that the next GTA entry is going to have better aspects towards the rain, storm, possibly hurricanes, and a lot more. A lot more.
Well, they're constantly improving the experience that they're presenting to their community.
The jump gap between GTA 5 to Red Dead Redemption 2 was insane.
Oh yeah.
So, no doubt that the jump gap from Red Dead Redemption 2 to GTA 6 is going to be a big difference. I mean, you can compare the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer to GTA 6, and there's a big difference. You can already see it. It's insane. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
From 2018.
Rockstar, they love to just blow all the expectations out of water.
They just like, popping out those melons. They just like showing everything.
They love to surprise their community and give us stuff that we didn't even think was possible for their games.
As far as I want to, I can say a massive wise thing, even though you're expecting something. As soon as you let that guard down, even if you're expecting it, you're still going to be unexpected by Rockstar uploading something. Even though you've expected it on that day. You can wake up the next day and be like, I'm expecting a GTA trailer. Then all of a sudden, boom. And you're going to be unexpected because you were expecting it anyways. But still, you're going to be surprised.
The main lesson to learn from that, though, is just don't go into things expecting a lot, or you're just going to set yourself up for the failure and disappointment. I approach everything, especially GTA 6, with more of a sense of just saying what's there. So don't approach it with these massive expectations of what you can and can't do. Approach it with a more, I expect to at least just have a nice environment and just experience everything as you come across it. Don't try predict everything that you're gonna come across, or you're just gonna be disappointed when you do come across things.
Exactly. All right. We got the last question down.
What's the last question?
The last question. Are you ready for it?
No, as well as I can be.
It wasn't prepared until this, but it was something that I was gonna give like the question towards like the weather system, but you beat me to it, so I
Yeah.
had to like save this last question, just in case if things went sideways. But you know, just had to happen. You just had to put me in this situation, you little sneaky devil.
You can't be the only one with questions.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So the last question for the day, before we sign off from our first podcast.
As you slowly drag it out.
Just to drag it out even more, you know? But to slowly move in towards the last question, just for the sake of this podcast and for the friends and family at home, just to drag it out a little bit more, just to keep the anticipation high. That's a good marketing strategy. Rockstar does it, why can't I? But the last question for today.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna say it?
Anticipation killing me. My name is Nathan. I'm anticipating the question. Where is it? All right. Anyways, all jokes aside, what is your thoughts and opinion on Rockstar's take towards the storyline and what they're going for right now? With the two protagonists we have and potential secret protagonists.
That is a tough question.
I just had to go in with this. I had this one for a while, but I
Had
didn't
to
want to
end
save
it with
it.
the tough one, eh?
I had to end it with a good one.
Yeah, because like we've already seen Lucia has done a bit of time on the inside.
Oh yeah.
So like hoping to get a bit more backstory on what she did to get in there.
Or how she got in there.
Yeah, and hopefully see like just how Jason is involved in her life, like because we have had the few theories that Jason's not all on Lucia's side, but
Undercover
not gonna go into
cop
that.
or ex-spec
Yeah.
ops or something like that. But in reality, we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. As of right now, all we know is Lucia was in jail. Then Lucia is doing stuff with Jason, robbing shops, speeding, all sorts. So it's personally, I'm expecting a bit of like a more romantic storyline for them. Like watch them grow closer together and that. Get to experience how they see each other, how they want to like live their lives and be happy with each other and that.
Yeah.
Instead of the whole thing that people keep trying to say of Jason breaking her heart, betraying her, blah blah blah. I believe it. Rockstar's gonna go along like probably have a few twists in the story and that, but try keep it as nice as possible for the characters. They might have the opportunity and ability to make Jason do the bad things, but if they're going to give with that opportunity to make him do that, they're also going to give with the chance to be like, no, I want to keep those two happy together. Like with GTA 5, with that implemented the whole you choose whether you kill Michael, you choose to kill Trevor, or the third one of you go after the government, which used to be killing Franklin. So I feel like they'll follow that kind of premise. Of like you get a bit like more control over the story than what was in GTA 5, but keep it so you get to choose whether Lucia and Jason end happily on good terms or on bad terms.
Good thoughts, yeah. And the
Secretly
potential...
judging, taking notes.
All right. Going to the developers, changing up the idea. Good.
Telling the devs that we already have someone that's trying to predict the story.
He's violating the DMCA. And then the secret protagonist and possible secret playable protagonist, just in case.
That I'm not sure. Because, like, yeah, secret protagonist, intriguing, interesting, because they could go any way with the secret protagonist since they haven't mentioned any details on who this person is, what they might do in the storyline.
Yeah, because we saw this guy that we saw this dude that was shaking hands with somebody else who could be somebody important, right? It could be somebody that is actually important because looking at his gold chains and looking at his dreadlocks and stuff like that, he's definitely somebody that's important because he has to be tied with somebody. He either is tied by Lucia, tied by Jason, or at least tied by the guy that's there. He has to be tied with somebody. Shouldn't be that important if he looks that highly detailed. That's my gaming experience.
Yeah.
So
Because there's no guarantee that you'll have a direct interaction with Lucia and Jason on
that's got to start off with somewhere.
But yeah, they've got to start somewhere with that. Like,
they either going to start off with a
you'll-
complete flashback before everything turns to shit, and then they meet each other in the city, and then they realize that they both have turned into three-bit gangsters. Who knows?
Yeah.
The story's going to
tie it
change.
in as a just Jason used to know him, and that's how he gets introduced through that way, or Lucia met him somewhere and would tie it in that way.
Exactly.
Maybe there'll be a bit of conflict between the secret protagonist, like slash character, between like him and Lucia or him and Jason. Maybe he'll be helping Lucia and Jason hide from the cops.
Just like how
Maybe
Lester
he'll be
helps
the
you
one
hide from the
providing
cops.
them with work opportunities.
Exactly. There's a lot of ground to cover with these secret protagonists, and these protagonists are going to be coming out of nowhere. They could even be right at the start of the game. As we probably already saw, when you guys start off GTA 5's gameplay on the story mode, after completing the prologue, you get introduced by Franklin and Lamar. And Lamar is not a playable character, not in the online version of after you complete Dr. Dre's music album and you go to the music studio, but that's not the point. The story mode point is Lamar is a protagonist who is there to be with you. He is a guy that is kind of there when Franklin needs help. And
because he added into Franklin's whole situation, his whole life and background and upbringing.
Yep.
He was a long-time friend. They had conflict, but it still made the story good. It got Franklin where he is today in nowadays story with GTA.
And we did see Lamar in some of the trailers, but we didn't even know who he was until later. We found out that he was a friend of Franklin's.
Yeah, because in the trailers it was just, oh, cool. There's a guy called Lamar. It's not just he's clearly linked to Franklin, and he's clearly going to have this aspect on Franklin's whole storyline.
Exactly.
Because the secret third character could just be some protagonist in Lucia and Jason's life.
Could be anybody.
Yeah.
And with the characters we're going to meet along the way, it's going to change the whole aspect, and I can't wait. But everything will be undiscovered as soon as we get the second trailer, and then we get the game as well. And to top it off with a nice little grain of that cream that you get from cake and pies or whatever you eat.
Frosting.
Exactly. Will there be shoes? Yes.
Will there be shoes?
There was definitely going to be shoes. Anyways, I'm done with all the questions. This has been a great topic and some Great questions. Third leg Lucy, I'm gonna remember that in my brain the rest of my
Oh,
life.
that's a mad fucking question.
I'm gonna be playing GTA 6 as soon as it comes out, and I'm gonna be like, all right, where's Third Leg Lucy? I'm gonna call her that now.
Where's the hints? Where's the details?
All right, Third Leg Lucia, let's go. And if people are gonna ask questions, I'm just gonna be answering them with a straight face. But anyways, thanks for being here. Thanks for the interview, and thanks for the podcast.
For the questions as well.
Hey, no problem. You're always here with the interview, and the podcast is always open.
Yeah.
Anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
As soon as we get an opportunity. I'm probably going to say next podcast, I would probably say could be right after the second trailer, maybe right after the second conference call from Take-Two Interactive, because Take-Two Interactive's...
We'll have like more information on the whole situation.
Exactly. Because the next Take-Two... DS Razor! Holy heck, you came in perfect! Bro. Oh, you came in perfect! Holy dang! Oh, he came in out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere, don't you say? Came in perfect.
Bye, man.
Just bye. just straight up bye. It doesn't even need to be
no
here.
other things. Just bye.
Just bye.
Didn't have any questions to propose. Just bye.
Just like, you know, there's no more questions. I didn't even get to like the ending. If there's anybody that's got quick questions, we could do a speed round before it's done. But no, just bye. just bye.
He's done with it. Yeah, like
thought you missed it.
No,
we're just about closing.
Questions.
Like we're just about closing, but we could do some speed round questions, I believe. This is just a quick run up on some people that hasn't been around for a long time talking about GTA 6 or catching up to the new stuff and the biggest drama that's going on with mixed opinions and payments and how much the game is going to cost. So we've already got.
I wouldn't mind some questions from him.
All right.
I haven't spoken to him in a while.
You know what?
If he has any questions.
You know what? You can answer the questions now. I will quickly go and get myself some water.
You still have to have input.
You can put a butt plug up your butt and call yourself a day. I'm gonna quickly grab some water. You answer some of the questions he's got to you.
That's if he has questions.
I hope he does. Speedrun questions.
Yeah. Be about GTA 6 or other shit.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since I've spoken to him.
You guys catch up.
Window and door, whatever you want to call it, is wide open for any questions that anyone has, not necessarily Dan. Yeah. I'm happy to try my best to answer whatever questions you may have. Just as long as we don't get any more people putting their personal information in the chat.
I am finally back.
Welcome back.
Oh. My mouth was getting dry after that long talk. I had to just fill up my my glass. That was perfect timing. Oh. No, it was just like we were about to close up and then out of nowhere would just completely come out of nowhere.
Road GTA 6 helped Dan raise a small family of raccoons. Like, obviously I would love if they implemented that, but I'm not sure whether they'll have that ability yet. I haven't quite shown anything that suggests much interactability with the animals around the world.
Help raise small family raccoons.
I would love that though.
To be honest, I could definitely see it. Like I could definitely imagine Dan, you know, just run up to his house and then you
knock on the door. He's like, 1 sec, gotta put the raccoons away.
He's freaking panicking all over the place. Like, no, George, come here. No, what are you doing? Don't climb up there. No,
Larry, get off of that.
It's completely like all over the place. Just trying to help the small raccoons try to fit in his new home. and then you're asking him a couple questions towards how many raccoons do you have in there? Oh, about like 60. Huh? And where are the rest? Oh, they're out there in the barn. Wait, barn? You look behind and you just see like a big barn shed or something.
Yeah. Just clearly labeled raccoon home. Do not touch.
And like 5 or 10 of them are inside of his house. But
Yeah, well, he's got to have some company in that house.
oh yeah, he keeps the troublemakers in the barn. He keeps the rest of them that are trustworthy inside the house.
There's
But
some
still,
in the house for the cleaning and that. Take care of his dishes.
Yeah, that's Dan for you. You know, he likes to
One
keep
little raccoon walking around in a tuxedo.
That's Gary, for example. That's Gary.
Yeah.
No. That's April Knight. You know, that's April Knight, the one that we met
Oh
in
yeah,
Phasmo.
April Night.
April
Yep.
Knight. That's
Damn.
April for you. You know, dressing
That's
up
a
as
good
a
name, though.
person. Yep. Dressing up as a nice little person going to prom or going to somewhere else, but it's a raccoon.
Yes.
Sly Cooper in disguise.
Dan's plus one is Alice Knight, the raccoon.
What, you streaming on PC? PlayStation 5, my friend.
Yep.
Because this cheapo over here still hasn't got his PC up and
Hey,
running.
I don't have the space for PC properly.
No, he doesn't have the space. So, unfortunately, we're streaming on PlayStation at the moment.
I'll eventually get the PC set, but don't have the space right now.
Yeah. So, it's a little bit difficult for him to play on PC at the moment, but he's slowly catching up.
Slowly.
5 years later.
Still no PC.
Still
Well,
no PC.
You're over here in your full body VR simulations and all this futuristic crap. I'm still just over here with my spanner and hammers, getting things done.
You're basically Dan in a situation just with 2 raccoons at least, trying to
Yeah, I have
figure
2
out
raccoons.
something. Yeah, you're trying to figure it out.
Dan's got the fucking villain arc of raccoons. I've just got 2.
Yep.
2 little helpers.
Frickin' him sitting with 40 while you're sitting over there with 2. You can't even like keep your life straight, trying to figure out how to get a PC up and running, and you're just sitting there like, I can't get it to work. Yeah.
Is it plugged in? Oh, I didn't know that.
Is it plugged in? Boom.
Plugs it in, just everything shuts off.
Kilo, gentlemen, I like to see this.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
look forward we'll get to like the near endish of the stream. Now we'll get interaction.
Now we're getting interaction.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
happened
the-
last time. You live streamed as well.
Oh yeah, that happened like the last time. It was, well, actually it was like at the very early at the beginning, so I guess that makes sense. But you know what? Since we're on the topic, and even though we're not going to be done, we can have some quick, conversation with the possibilities of what we're going to expect. So,
Yeah.
gunplay. What do you think about that?
Gunplay.
Because there's been a lot of like controversy towards, is it going to be the same as GTA 4, GTA 5, or is it going to be the same as Red Dead Redemption 2 kind of thing? So,
I think it would make a better community for GTA.
oh yeah.
Prevent it from getting to what GTA 5's community has become. If they had more restrictions around it.
Oh,
Like limitations on what you can carry on your person and how many weapons you can have. Like in Red Dead with the whole 2 sidearms, 2 bigger weapons.
oh yeah. Oh, Kilo's thinking here. Kilo's thinking.
Oh. I do like his logo though.
Oh yeah. No question, this guy's like,
Real
a
rock
secret,
star enthusiast.
probably a rockstar enthusiast, or maybe,
Serious question then, do you know if it's gonna take an extra year to release on PC?
yes.
But you have more experience on the PC front than I do. So
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
don't know.
No, I like to hear what you're saying. Continue. He's he's
Well, because
possibly
to me, PC is like always, in my own opinion, has rights to get everything straight away. Has more capabilities, better things they can do. People, like companies, don't have to restrict their games as much to get onto a PC.
There's like no possibility that this guy, you know, he could be like an enthusiast, you know. He could also be, you know, secret Rockstar developer kind of thing. No, I'm kidding. There's no chance.
Okay, went from thinking to, no, I like what you're doing.
Just like, I want to hear what you're saying right now. Speak it out.
We're keeping it
And-
going by answering their questions.
Oh yeah, and
From
with
time to
the
time, we get our own questions.
extra year as well, because I want to answer everybody here.
Yeah.
It isn't as rare as you think. No, that is true.
I just assumed PC got access to everything when it was available.
I think it's just because Rockstar is old school, and I've been keeping track on their records since the early start, and it's just how it is with PC and stuff, that they go console first and then they go PC because of all the different graphics cards and stuff that they have to be working on, and different aspects, because as soon as it comes out, that's why it's taking so long for PC as well.
That makes sense.
Like for PC, why it takes so long is because of all the graphics cards. Are you both fans? Yes, we are. We love your we love your games. we love your games, Kilo. we
Yes.
love like the whole aspect of it, because Rockstar has a good track record.
Kilo's the one we need to ask about GTA 6.
No, he's not gonna say anything. He's gonna keep his mouth shut.
Hey.
He's got an NDA to follow. All right, I gotta keep that to a strict.
He
I
can
don't
give
want this
what
guy
hints,
to. I don't
though,
want to
that
get my
don't
channel shut
legally.
down.
But you can give what hints that don't actually, like, break that.
Okay, how about this? This is not a serious thing, all right? Is GTA 6 worth waiting for? Try to go with the same thing as Strauss Celtic said.
Yeah.
How do you guys like the most recent update? You played it
It's
before me,
alright.
so you could answer that one.
It's alright. Like, could be improvements. But overall, I'm enjoying it.
He said it first.
But everything could be improved some way or another.
Every game could be improved at this point.
Yeah.
But just to answer both questions, for the next year or the extra year to release and most recent update, extra year, it's going to take a while because PC players are just different. That's how it is. And with the recent update, it's all right. Could be improvements, and what improvements
Kilo wants to
exactly?
know what could be improved, so...
Let's see. Let's see. He puts you on the spot. Here we go.
He does. He's got those hard questions.
Not hard if you know what the improvements could be.
Well, it's just, my opinion is more on, like, the content front that was brought with it. Like, I think that could have brought a bit more, like, vehicles to it. Instead of just, like... Especially, the Dinka Jester RR is crap. Don't see why they brought that. They could have made a
Hold
better...
on. You keep talking. Let me just see this real quick.
Yeah, the Dinka Jester RR
I can't even bring it
has
up.
a livery you can't take off, handles like crap, and is no better than any other car in the game. There's no real need for it, in my opinion, to be in the game.
That's a big
They
thing.
got rid of the original Jester and brought the Dinka Jester RR, which feels terrible to me. Because its overall view, like look, isn't as appealing as it would be if you could take the livery off. Doesn't have as many cosmetics and customization options as the other cars that they brought. Like, they could have done so much better with it.
I think I didn't see that one, Diaz Razor, but I can quickly check it up.
What?
Oh, it's just he's asking with an off-topic,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why I wanted to answer it myself, so you can just keep going.
Yeah, because I believe they could have brought like a couple more vehicles, like to the game and that. Like, yeah, they brought more cop vehicles. They brought more legendary motorsport vehicles. They added 2 of their Sandy, essentially the Sun San Andreas vehicles. But like the Sun San Andreas vehicle, but the first one that came out, not the Firebolt. I haven't tried the Firebolt, but like the first one, in my opinion, just wasn't that good. It there's way more vehicles there that were just as good, if not better, than that. Whereas like the Legendary Motorsports, you had names is hard for me now. Had like better vehicles presented, and it was meant to be better because Legendary Motorsports, but there's normally like at least the update brings decent vehicles across the board. Not he has the cop cars that he's asking for. He has a couple meh vehicles on San Andreas, and then one great vehicle, then one shitty vehicle that no one likes.
So just put it into short. It's meh with the cars.
Yes.
It's just meh. So what should be improved?
Garment factory wise, great. I love the implementation. I love the being able to like have the mobile operation center have like collectibles, tracker / scanner, and the silent running upgrade is. I don't think it's that good since it only keeps you off the radar when you're stationary.
Yeah, that should be an improvement, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't know what you guys were thinking.
It could be useful for the people that are like wanting to troll griefers by staying stationary and just shooting them out the sky.
Yeah. That's probably one of the reasons why they kept it there.
Yeah.
Just stay stationary, stay in the rocket,
and it has
use it like
the
that.
anti-lock-on jammer, which makes it goes from like the second best vehicle to use against griefers with their homing missiles to now sort of the best, since you can't even lock onto it now. Since the Acid Lab used to be the best since it can take the more explosives. But now you have Terabyte, which can't be locked onto, so you have better chances just annoying griefers. But there's not that many griefers that are actually able to use vehicles with rockets without having them lock on.
That is a very nice thing to say. This is actually what we've been talking about for like the past couple of years when GTA actually was out. This is perfectly nice to see. If there were vastly improved vehicle physics, weight, accountancy, environmental activity,
briefly
and mind-blowing customization.
Yeah, because you asked me a similar question.
Exactly, because GTA 5 was running on one of the early stages of their new engine on the Rage engine, and then when Red Dead came out, it was running on the newer engine, which looked phenomenal. But with that engine that they were working on GTA 5, there was limitations, of course, so they can't really... If they have to scrap every car in the game and add weight system into the game, it's going to be a hassle. And I can understand that. Like, I can understand it on a basis. So, if there were only vehicle physics and weight accountancy, just like GTA 4, really hope it's going to return like that. Then it's going to be good.
Like GTA 5 has some weight, like accountability in that, but not much.
No.
So hopefully GTA 6 is going to have way better, like weight accountability and environmental interactivity and just overall like aspects of what you can and can't do with vehicles, which vehicles are good for what situation. Because as I said earlier, hopefully like it's a case of the heavier your vehicle is or the bigger it is, the more durable it's going to be. Might be able to get through like police barricades better than if you were in some little sedan or on a motorbike.
Exactly. How many years have you been playing Rockstar games? When I was around 5, 6 years, I was introduced by my dad playing some kind of weird weird game back in the days that you guys actually made. I think it was called Bully or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he showed me your guys' game collections of what you guys have made so far, and the first introduction of GTA series, and the first introduction of some of the other series that you guys were making. And I'm still sitting here wondering, how did I get into this situation? So, from my side, since I was around 5, 6 years old, I've been playing you guys' games, or playing Rockstar Games games, and then until now, and I'm around 22 right now, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it started off with Bully Academy, or the Bully game, and then it moves from, I think it's called Saint Canaan or something like that.
Naughty boy.
My dad showed me it, and I was hooked immediately. I asked him a couple questions what the game was. He was very strict about it. He was very strict about what he needed to say. So I'm going to say that off, okay? So, okay, maybe I was a little bit of a naughty boy, okay? I played it by myself without him looking, okay? But then I grew up playing other games, and then I grew up knowing that there was something called Red Dead as well, and I'm like, what the heck? This is kind of crazy. But that's not the only thing that I kept on playing. I didn't play these kind of games. I did actually play other kind of games. I even got the chance to play some of their other types of games, like Max Payne and stuff. I'm just sitting here just like, did they actually make this game? No way. And I'm like, yes, you guys did. Like, holy damn. So, since I was 5 or 6 years old, I played your guys' games. So yes, naughty boy over here. Yeah, that's me. But it was a simpler time back then. Now it's like,
Oh yeah.
do I need to trust my kid playing this game? And do either of you remember where you were on September 17th, 2013? That's where the day my dad came with the physical copy of GTA 5 to me. He had 2 physical copies from GameStop, and I was about to wake up, and he came busting through the door and handed me the console, or handed me the game physically in my hands. And I plugged it right in and waited for the download.
Yeah. I was just sat around getting teased about whether I'm getting GTA or not, since it was like 2 days before my birthday. So
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that.
I just got teased about it.
You got teased like a don't want to say the
Like
word, so
what?
I'm just gonna keep that retracted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No problem, Kilo, no problem. Hey, if you are a developer,
Damn, bro.
if you're not, then that's completely fine. But if you are, I would say much appreciated for one of your guys' developers that was recently a developer, York Reacts, or York for short, made amazing animations for GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption. Appreciated for that guy. I love that guy, to be honest. At least some of them, they come clean a little bit about what the actual game comes or looks like. Because from my side, it's like when you play some of the games, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a child being brought into life for Christmas, right? And it's one of your favorite game developers. And when the game does release, it's gonna cause a lot of like hype or something like that. And some of these people, they're definitely gonna remember it. I definitely remember my first time when I came on online. I played with my buddies on there, so that's gonna be no different because we were all excited, we were all happy, and when we met each other, we were like, "Oh my God, look at this!" So it was crazy. I remember playing GTA with you when we were like 12 and 10-ish. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. And then we got Nathan over here that was shy as hell when he was speaking for the first time.
Yep.
He is loved. That's good to know, Kilo. That's good to know. I'm very happy that Rockstar developers they show love against the other people because
So is this confirming Kilo was part of Rockstar development?
I have no idea. But from my side, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I've got my strict NDAs, all right? I can keep a straight secret, all right? I have actually
Keep it
not.
up, boys. Just hold on a little longer.
We'll hold on, all right? You guys got this. We've always known your quotes. We'll be ready when the game is ready. We know what you guys are doing. We remember. Because from our side, whenever the game is ready, just don't do a Cyberpunk 2077 launch, okay? That was atrocious. Whenever you guys feel like you guys are ready to polish the game up and ready to release it, do it. We keep our mouths shut, all right? Not saying anything. We're keeping our mouths shut.
I won't mention to anyone that a developer has gave us inside knowledge.
Hey, shut it! You keep that mouth shut, right? Wait, hold on. What about Dan now? We have to go and find him. We need to bring him into court.
Dan doesn't talk to people. It's fine.
No, he doesn't. I think he's gonna keep his mouth shut.
Well, we don't actually know how much of the stream has been here for.
Well, he was here like for about 20 minutes or something, right? He just came in towards like the final
his
couple
first
seconds, but
interaction
then
was just saying bye.
I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I could just go a little bit overboard. I guess I can go a little bit overboard.
We're getting a few more people talking. Might as well give them the chance
better,
to question.
Conversation is good because that's how we get along in the society. So
means it's not just me and you trying to think of something to ask each other. Have the opportunity for them to put us on the spot.
I don't PS5. Oh.
Just PC. Damn, man.
Just PC. Yeah, and the weirdest thing is, like, when it comes to that, because we're going to have a chance before the PC players are going to have a chance playing the game. And if
only
they don't
if
have
Dan
a
didn't
console by
abandon
then...
us.
Huh?
Only if Dan didn't abandon us.
Oh, shit. Well, it is true, though. It is true. Not saying anything. Don't want any beef. You joined on PC, all right? There are some people that just fell a little bit behind, so that's fine. But no.
It's all love, though, for Dan.
Exactly.
So truly loved.
But like... Exactly, you and Merc.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're gonna have like a chance to play the game before you guys get a chance to play it. And for some people that has a PC, PS5, Xbox, or whatever the hell they have, like new gen consoles, they're also gonna have a chance to play it. But I believe 90% or 99% of the PC players would rather play it on PC because of performance and what you can see and what the modding community can do. But from my side, I could care less. As long as I have the game, I have the game.
Because hopefully the modern community doesn't try to ruin it. And actually lets themselves and others enjoy it for a decent while before they start messing with the crap.
Yeah, because I'm hoping that if it's going to be 6M, that it's going to be called the roleplay community, because I've already played the two others, like Red M and 5M. If 6M is going to be the next push, or whatever they're going to be doing, it's going to be enjoyable, and possibly we're going to see a return of NoPixel servers and Prodigy servers and stuff like that returning into 6M. It's going to be amazing.
Well, in reality, when PC does get access to GTA 6, you could hop on with Dan and help him through it.
Definitely.
I'll just be in the background.
I'm barely scrapping minimum requirements for GTA 6, just under on CPU and GPU.
Damn.
Well, luckily for me
now.
and you, we could talk about that. There's a guy over here who doesn't know any shit about PCs, so he can just keep himself out of it. I'm trying to teach him up on it, so he knows a little bit about it.
Yeah, but you have YouTube money to help you.
I don't get YouTube money or anything, so you can keep your mouth shut.
You will soon. You will soon.
How am I gonna get soon? All right.
At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure both of you aren't about the money right now. They're just doing the entertainment.
we're here for the entertainment.
Dan
Even if
might
I
be there for
had
the money.
millions of views and millions of subscribers, I would still do it for the entertainment. Money is not an issue in this situation.
But if you had that many people, you'd replace me.
No.
I can't be your only source of content.
You'll be my only source of content, boo.
Why is that?
Because you were there when I started it. You were there when we made content. You were here when I went viral. You were here when I went completely bazonkers. And now we've got everything and above and beyond. And still we have the friends that we have lost along the way, and we still have some of the friends that we still have along the way. So
We'll add our subs together then.
we'll add on. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly.
But no, like, you both have PCs, so you could do a collab.
Well, if you remember correctly, Dan actually asked me on this when it came to the GTA 5 Raiju clip. Or the Raiju video when he asked for a collab. And I was completely down for it. I just don't know when. That's entirely
Dan's
up
got
to
to find a
the
time in
plans.
his busy schedule.
But I'm glad that whoever Kilo was, glad that he tuned in.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
from my
a secret
side,
dev,
even if he's a
maybe
dev
just
or
a fan.
not, I treat him as a person.
Hey, everyone deserves a bit of respect.
That's true. Nor do I don't mind. Exactly. Nobody minds. Except maybe like right now when Dan is here, you know, he's gonna get flagged for all the shit. Now when you're here, you little piece of shit, you gotta listen up close.
Yeah.
You're about to get hit by the spatula. Kaka.
But at least Dan didn't grab that woman's details from earlier.
Oh Jesus Christ, yeah. Before you even tuned in, there was like this weird, I believe that it was a bot or something, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
I
There's no
immediately
normal
just
person's gonna come into someone's live stream.
I said take two
And-
to do the business.
Yeah. They're not gonna come into a live stream and start giving their address and essentially trying to
Fake
find
address.
like.
I
Oh, yeah.
already searched it up, it was fake.
But yeah, like no one's gonna come in with putting what most people will read as a potential real address, talking about trying to get some sex. No one's gonna do that on
To
an
be honest,
actual live stream.
if you've looked at like Rockstar Games' trailers on some of their stuff, right? And you read their comments or replies, you see like tons of these AIs just talking.
Oh yeah.
When it came to the Lunar trailer, right? The one that got released a couple of days ago, right? I went on their comment section and I saw this AI or bot commenting. 4 hours it got created. The user's account got created 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like that right there already proves it, and I just think it's hilarious. But luckily for the PlayStation community, when we're speaking about it, even if you don't have a PS5, we could still talk over Discord, even if we're on PlayStation. PlayStation has gotten the opportunity of having Discord, so we can actually talk to each other all at
Sylvia
once.
account has been active since 2024.
Ooh, I wonder why.
24th of June.
Yep. But no,
I got an email. Damn.
But no, I definitely want to do a collab with him. I definitely think it will be
You need to.
possible. Because like, yes, I miss him. Yes, I can't let him go. He's been my friend since I was child. Since I was child.
Since I was a child.
Opens fridge,
Yes.
close fridge. He's appointment.
Very good child memories.
The only thing like that just got me into the situation, it's not a negative thing. It's more because of the fact of like, that he went to PC, and I was just like, did I just lose a good friend? Apparently I didn't. He's still in contact with me, so
Well, no.
no, I haven't lost contact with him.
He kept up to date on your content.
Oh yeah.
You kept up to date on his content.
Kept on on Dan's third leg, Transformer third leg. I can't get that over my head now. Third leg Danny boy.
That was a wild question, though.
Third leg Lucia.
Yeah.
What a crazy question.
Like, if you'd put it as in, like, Femboy Jason and then, like, Transformer third leg Lucia, it would have been a bit less of a wild question.
No, you had to put third leg Lucia in first.
Yep. Just had to catch you off guard before we could do anything.
That's how you do it.
I'm sad that he's gone now. He had some wild questions.
Oh yeah. But if there's no more questions, I believe, I guess
yeah.
We'll call it. And thanks for some people to tune in. And thanks for Kilo for tuning in. I'm glad that you actually know.
Secret dev.
I'm glad that he actually knows the guy I was talking about. I don't even think I said
with
he.
A logo like that, he's got to be some sort of Rockstar fan, at least.
Either Rockstar fan or if he's a secret developer or something, and that's great.
Should react to some old vids sometime.
Oh, you know what's actually funny? Last month in December, I actually reacted to the racing video you actually posted, the one with where I said I was coming or something like that, and then we were all laughing or something. It was the one where I could never get off the ramp, the speed one. I could never get off it. I could never get through it. I always went too short, too high, but I could never land. Yeah, I believe you got a few with Nathan in, yeah.
I'm in a couple videos.
Because I remember that he never hit puberty at that time. I never hit puberty at that
time.
Oh
yeah,
too.
It was before sounded somewhat masculine.
Yeah, the one with Danny Sappy. Yeah, that's the one. The one with me, you, Merc, and Danny, and that was funny as hell. That was probably the best GTA racing video I ever had, because I could never stop thinking about it after we were done. I was just like, I could never get past a ramp. I could never get past it. You've recently watched them with Merc? Holy damn. Holy shit. The memories.
So you haven't killed Merc yet?
Haven't killed Merc. Whoa, that's a little bit dark.
I said yet.
Yeah, it's still dark.
It's Dan. He'll be fine.
It's Dan, you never know. He's got a guitar, he's got everything. He'll smack you across the face with it.
Probably has more.
He'll pop his zits in your face, you know. He'll be like, "You'll never expect my next move." Pops around your face.
How?
I'm sorry, you're cutting out with your mic. Are you having weather storms over there?
Maybe.
Mic cuts out, cuts in, cuts out, and then like, maybe.
How old is he?
Merc?
No, Dan.
I'm 22, turning 23 this year. 24, 25?
Dan. I didn't know Dan
24,
was the older one.
Yeah. There you go.
I also thought Dan was younger, or around our age. Didn't think he was older.
No, Dan is older. Merc's 23. Ha! Baby. Nathan's a baby. Baby. He's still the youngest in the group.
I'll get there someday.
At the time you get there, I'm like gonna be older than you. You have to snap your fingers to send me.
I'll live longer.
That doesn't mean that. You could die tomorrow. You could die at this.
Oh yeah, I could
easily
easily walk out my door and just disappear.
Exactly. Disappear is a different word. That doesn't mean you're dead. Just means you're MIA.
Thanos snapped.
But no, Dan's 24, Merc's 23. I remember that Dan is around 24, 25 because he turns 25 this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Again, I'm bad with birthdays. I am bad with birthdays. I'm gonna clear that up. But I'm 100% sure that Dan turns 25 this year. Yeah, he turns 25 this year. Yeah, there you go. Because I believe we're all close to each other's like month. You're in September. He's in December. I believe you're in December. I believe Dan's in December. could be completely wrong, and I'm just thinking of Alex. Because I'm in November, you're in September, he's in December, so we're kind of close to the same month, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I've not forgotten his birthday, but I'm very bad at like birthdays. I'm very bad.
One day you're gonna mess it up, and he's just gonna go off it.
He's gonna go fucking like, you know what, you little fucking twat, mate. At least I didn't say the other word, the C word, and the other one.
I know. I can't even say it, even though it's part of my language.
I'm a small YouTuber. You're fine. No, you cannot. But no, we're close to each other's. We're close to each other's month, so it's easy to catch up on. We just need somebody to be in. Let's see, October. Then it perfectly fits because we're skipping a month.
I could find someone.
That sounds so oddly creepy then when you put it like that. I could find someone. I could find someone to put it in October. I'll take his.
Put it in October. That's creepier.
What's Nathan's 20? Nathan?
21.
There you go. He's 21, yeah.
Yep.
20, 21, 20. 20, 21.
21.
He's definitely 20 years old now. He's 21. 21, coming up 22 this year with us. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, child. Yeah, exactly. We keep calling him that.
7.
No. Like, it's not like being in a bad way against him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I am the child of the group.
Yeah, he's the child of the group, and
then we'll have Race, who's the father of the group.
The father of the group. Race is still like the father of the group and everything like that. Oh, baby. This little group we have is still something that I want to keep cherished because I still remember it till this day because it started off with me and Dan, and then it went from me and Dan to somebody else. I can't remember his name. And then it went from that to you, then Chris, and then Race, and then a bigger group, and then Toby. I believe he came. Well, I believe Toby was actually there in the old days as well, which I believe that's the guy, but I just don't recall him because he's just.
It was more like he would be there when I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I would always ask if he could come on and join us, because he would ask to join, and then you'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because like
then,
the reason why
you and him had the big fallout. You got him banned temporarily.
Didn't Toby play on your Minecraft server, the one that you made, Dan, the city server? If I remember correctly, that's how I remember him.
Probably.
Because I think I remember Toby from the Minecraft City world that he used to make, and that's the reason why I got sick and tired of him. Even till this day, I still got sick and tired of him.
Yeah, because Toby definitely knew Dan before he knew me.
Who's Toby? The weird kid that had...
You know, the weird Irish potato kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Always Raji.
That had like a fucking strong Irish accent.
Yeah, always
that
saying
Toby.
Racist slurs about everything.
Because remember, I made him pissed on Rocket League just by stealing his goal. I didn't steal it. I took it from his car body, so he didn't get botched up by cars coming at him from every single side.
I still find it weird that he's actually lost the weight.
What's his gamer tag? You remember his gamer tag because you played with him last.
Oh man, I have to find it now.
Well, he's gonna find it up, so give it a couple seconds. Unless he's changed it, but I don't think so. Toby Boy or something like that, I believe, or something else.
Probably.
So I don't think I can check it up because I don't think I'm friends with him. Because I remember I got him banned.
No, you got him banned, so it auto removes him from your friends list.
Yeah. But we'll check it up real quick. Dan's currently checking up on it right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Because I believe you played with him on the City World, and we both mutually agreed that it's just. No, it's okay. It's okay if you kind of remember or you just don't know or anything like that. I can't remember anything if he was there or not, but If the gamer tag kind of gives the old memories back, then I believe so.
Yeah, because like you got banned, then he made a second account.
Yeah, he was pissed after that.
Yeah. Then he got his old account back. Just gotta find him.
Because I think his name was Toby Boy or something.
Probably.
Because I can't remember exactly what his name was, but I remember his name was Toby. Like, his real name was Toby. Weird Irish kid. And when he was speaking...
Oh, he has changed his gamer tag.
Ah, shit.
But yeah, I think it was like Toby Boy or something. Because his now gamer tag is Yeetus Yafetus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeetus the Fetus. That's right. That's his old game. That's his, like, new gamer tag name. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeetus the
because
Fetus.
he was playing Siege with me,
Yeetus
and I
Yafetus.
said it, and then he took it.
But I think Toby Boy was his name, or something like that. Because
Yeah,
I remember
probably.
Chris Rock, that was one of them. Then we had Race, 975. And then we had Ninja, of course, right here, Nathan. And then we had DS Razor, or Dan Razor. And then we had Toby Boy, or whatever his name was. And I think that's what his name was. I can't remember!
I believe so, yeah.
But I remember that we used to play GTA races as well. There was
He
a
always
kid, I think,
squeaker.
is
He
Irish
still
in one of my
sort of
videos.
is a
Yeah,
squeaker.
that could be him. That could be Toby you're talking
Yeah,
about. Because I
Toby.
remember I have a video, or used to have a video, where I stole the ball in Rocket League as a funny moment, or wins and fails kind of thing that I used to do, which I still do to this day. I'm still getting the question, when am I going to upload the next wins and fails? It's coming. It's coming. But I believe the Irish guy you're talking about is definitely one of them. The one with Luminator in. I have never heard that name in a while. Luminator. I believe that's the one where the Irish kid is in. I believe that's Toby. The Irish kid you're talking about in the Black Ops 3 tag.
Probably.
I believe that's him. I believe that's Toby.
Yeah.
If it's you, the Irish kid, and Luminator, then that's probably Toby, the Irish kid.
Because I can't think of any other Irish kid that was part of the group.
No, Toby was one of them.
And Toby was like more of like from time to time he was around.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually remember how I met Toby. I just know that I mainly used to play with them.
Do you remember Luminator, Badgeman, and Ozo? I remember Luminator a little bit. I don't remember Badgeman, and I don't remember Ozo. I don't remember those two. I remember Luminator. That guy was so canny, man. Oh. Just like hearing the name Luminator, it just resonates something in the back of my head, but it's just not coming to me. Like, I can't visualize it in the moment. But the other two, it's like that thing is just like a bundle of waves on the ocean. I just can't get it to seem clear. Because Luminator is like kind of clear, but also kind of hard to see. But
Yeah.
it kind of resonates a little bit in my head. Like, I can kind of see it, but Luminator sounds like it's a name that I remember. But Badgeman and Ozo, no. That one doesn't ring a bell. Or those two don't ring a bell. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know as many people of that friendship group.
Pretty sure that they're how we know each other. Probably. Exactly. It's crazy to think about, like, how the world is so small. And, like, how we meet each other. Because
Yeah.
I met Dan through, like, multiple people. And then I met you through Dan?
I believe so. I don't know.
or somebody else, and then you were, or
It's like
he was
Dan's
there.
the only one I can think of that would have introduced us.
I just
can't think
can't
of anyone
remember
else
exactly.
that was in the group at the time.
Because like, from my
'Cause
side,
I introduced you to race.
yeah. Because that's the only mystery that I'm still sitting here like, how did
Yeah,
we
it's like-
get introduced?
Yeah.
Because was it on a GTA session? Then all of a sudden you just joined right in?
Maybe,
I
I
believe
don't
so,
know.
because I can't remember exactly like how we and you we met each other.
'Cause we were definitely introduced to each other by someone, because I never spoke to anyone by myself.
Yeah, I never spoke to you at all. I don't even know you.
Yeah.
City World, maybe Nathan.
Maybe.
Is that
I
is,
did-
is that right? You played City World?
I did play some Minecraft. I can't remember if I was on the City World though.
Because I think that could be the possibility that I was introduced by him
Possibly,
through the
yeah.
City World to you, and then we like kind of clicked together, and then it just
Yeah.
worked. And you're still an
Even then, it
old.
still took a bit of time before me and you actually like played together, just us, and
Oh,
got
yeah.
along properly.
Because I still have my school to take care of, and plus,
Yeah.
when it came to gaming, I'm not really much of a talker towards people that I don't know that much. The people that I'm close to, then yes, I could talk to them. Then after a couple of years passed, we had a perfect time to speak to each other, and then I believe that's where it started off. I'm 100% sure that City World was the thing that we started off with.
Probably.
I'm definitely gonna say that because
I used to do many different Minecraft things with a bunch of people.
oh yeah,
So
because I'm
I
gonna say
probably
that
was on the City World with met you, but I can't be 100% sure.
exactly because I'm believing
Dan
'cause-
remembers any better than maybe.
No, it's just a genuine
So I don't
question
know.
towards like maybe the
Yeah.
City World. But I definitely 100% know that I met Race through GTA. I met him through GTA through Nathan. That is how I
Yeah,
met him.
because it was like I
And
needed another person. I was like, oh, I know someone reliable.
yeah, exactly. And when I met you, it was through another game. It was definitely not on GTA, I believe. I'm dead
No, I
certain
don't
now. I
believe
could
so.
definitely see it because
Yeah, because GTA was like later on in the friendship when we started to actually play together on it.
exactly. So I think City World might be the real answer here.
Yeah, most likely. 'Cause I can't think of any other games that we used to play together.
Yeah, exactly. And I just realized also, right? Just by us sitting right here, this is going to count my hours up in GTA. I should stop doing this because I don't want my hours to going up.
Yeah, with your no life touch grass count.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember, but I know I met a lot of people
Yeah.
through that world. You did. And I still remember that a lot of people were demanding you to change the prices of the houses as well. While you were just there, like, trying to keep it open-minded and trying to be like, I think this is a good set price. No, I definitely think this is a good set price. I mean, this is a modern set building. It should be costing this much. These arguments that led to, like, people trying to change their money wise and try to be like, oh, my credit card is too low, let me just cheat and let me just change this kind of thing. But Dan was smart about it and actually said, yep, nope, that's not how it works. I think Dan needs to check his IQ because sometimes he's too smart. He's too smart to be a Britishman.
Typically Einstein.
Typical Einstein.
So secretly Einstein.
No wonder he wears glasses. He's a nerd. He's a genuine IQ. He's a smart man.
Why am I not smart then?
Well, you called yourself Dumgamer for a reason. You set yourself up for that
That
one.
is true.
You set yourself up for that one. Dan is just proven to be smart. He is smart.
Yeah.
Smarter than me. In most cases. In other cases, no. Speaking my language, no.
Wants to know how you know he wears glasses.
How do I know you wear
Well,
glasses?
Tell us your stalkerish stuff.
No comment. If I have to be okay on a serious note, there are sometimes or rare occasions where I've seen like your story or something, and sometimes I see you wear glasses, and that was like last year. So I probably would still think that you wear glasses.
So this is like the first time Daniel ever been informed I actually wear glasses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last time he spoke to us, I didn't need glasses, so I never wore glasses.
I'm gonna say double yeah to you and to you, Dan. Yes. So, for both of you, yes.
Now you just need glasses?
I don't need glasses. My eyes are fine.
Then ruin them so you need glasses.
Just shoot my eyes out and I'll be blind and I don't need glasses.
That's really a solution. You'd rather lose the ability to see completely than wear glasses.
I have you on Snapchat? I didn't even know. That's on you, my dude.
Jam.
That's pretty funny because actually, I'm gonna call that out actually real quick. You responded to me on Snapchat
When?
a while back on my story. You replied to my story the last time. I remember that. Because I see you on maps. Yeah, exactly. Fumble the bag.
Yeah. I never got Dan's snap though.
Nah.
It just wasn't good enough.
He's just sitting there just like, and you never will.
Of course.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna ignore you now. Anyways, Nathan, let's keep going. Nah, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody makes mistakes. Could be like you just didn't know who you were replying to or something like that at the time.
Well, when was the most recent conversation you actually had on Snap?
It was like the recent story I posted like last year or something like that, I believe, or maybe like at the start of January, maybe like in December, where he responded with something. Maybe it was November or something like that. He responded to one of my stories, and it was just a quick conversation, and it was just done.
Yeah.
It was just done. That was it.
Then it's sort of fair enough that he kind of forgot if it was like last year.
That's what I mean. Sometimes he's smart, other times he isn't. He's got a very short memory loss, and he still has it till
Smart
this
when
day.
it comes to like the bigger idea.
Oh yeah. If I remember correctly, that's how his brain works sometimes. He's got like a short memory thing where he forgets like very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's typical Dan for you. He's not trying to be the elephant in the room sometimes. He's just there when you need to be smart about something, and then when he's quiet, he's really thinking. English version of Albert Einstein.
The English Albert Einstein.
The British version.
I always forget that he's actually British.
Dan?
Yeah,
He's from your fucking country.
I know. It's just because I never speak to him. I always forget that he's actually British. But there is actually a chance of me actually meeting him.
I'm gonna change the title since
Just general chat now, innit?
yeah, it's just general chat at this moment. How do I do this?
I don't know.
Can I do it on stream here, broadcast, and then change?
I don't know.
No. Shit. How do I do this?
I think it's a case of restarting the stream, my guy.
I'm not doing that.
No.
Do, 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 do. Do I go to...
Dan, if you have any advice to help, this would be amazing.
Fucking, I'm a boomer right now.
Yeah, we all are. Actually, while you try to figure that out, I'll quickly get the toilet. So have fun trying to figure that out.
Figured
You
it
can let
out.
us know how it goes on. Okay, cool. But get the toilet. Continue your private conversations.
Oh yeah. Just gonna quickly do this. Just doing something real quick. There we go. Boom. Now it should be changed. Use on Discord right now? No, we're speaking over the PlayStation Party, but we can like switch over to Discord or something like that. Cause like that's like the craziest thing you can do on this thing. You can like switch over to Discord just by doing this. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I totally forgot I have my own fucking server on here. What the fuck? Oh, that is crazy. And now I guess I can change everything in here.
So what's happening?
Well, he just asked if we were on Discord, and I was like, no, we're speaking over this party thingamajig, but
Yeah.
we could choose the option to...
PlayStation Party.
Yeah, we could, like, choose the option to, like, go over to Discord or something. Whee! Just chatting.
My experience with Discord isn't the best.
Nah. But it works.
The last time I used Discord was when I was playing with one of my other mates on COD Zombies, and he just kept constantly lagging.
Oh yeah. But no, we can
Yeah, we can switch to Discord if we need to.
don't think I've ever talked to someone on PS5.
Yeah.
Invite to server if you got one.
Do you have a server that you can invite him to?
Yeah, I have my like own fucking gaming server, but have never used it in a while.
Yeah.
What about direct voice chats? Oh my god, I can choose to directly call Dan, and he can probably just add you immediately. I can immediately like just give you a call, and then possibly we can get Nathan in there. I don't know if it's gonna kick me out of the party. If it does, we'll just quickly get you in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you a quick call, Dan. See if this works. We got that up and going. Oh my god. It actually works. Is there a way you can I can't add him in there. Trying to see if I can add him in. What if I go on... See, now I gotta do all this shit to add him in. Oh god. Trying to figure this out. See if I can add him in like this. Hey then? Alright, that's right. I gotta figure this out. Need to remember his name. Trying to figure this out. We're trying to set this up, boys. Just standing here, just looking menacingly. Trying to figure this out. Quartz, that's right. Okay, got that up and going. Alright, give me like 2 seconds. Alright. Is this adding... Dan to the thing? I'm not too sure if it does. It's just a little bit weird sometimes. Well, it said I could add people to the thing, so I think this has you and him, right? Oh, he's here now. Let's see if I can get him in. Can I add him in here? If I can add him to this. Unless he's already here. Let's get him in here. Share your video. Oh, I can try to figure this out. Oh my god, he's here. The man, the myth, the legend is here. That is crazy. Let's see. Give me like 2 seconds to figure this out. How do I do this? I think it's somewhere in the like settings area to figure this out. Include audio, yeah. But it's not bringing your guys' name in? Or voices in? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that's crazy. It's not even on the stream. It's like taking it in. It should normally work. Why is it not doing it? That's not what I want. I want this to be perfect. Yes. Oh, go to Discord settings, and then click more, and then voice chat settings, and then see if your thing says share your voice, if it's on allow. No, you just have to go on PlayStation thing, and then go on it, and then click on it, and it should pop up. And it should say like more, and then like voice chat settings, and then see if it says share broadcasts or whatever it says. If it's on allow. If that is on allow, then I don't know. Then I'm confused. Because Discord is so weird on consoles, because sometimes it just doesn't work. I just don't know. You figured it out, Nathan? Did he just mute his whole audio? "50 years later, Nathan has still not figured out how to turn on the... Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. No, I couldn't. But did you find it? So, you bring up your place to... Yeah? Okay, then I don't know what's going on. Then I can't fix it. Unless if I try to do this. Don't think that's gonna work. I switched to game chat and then switched to party chat and see if that works. Did it work? Whatever. I got through the most important things anyways for the game. Or the stuff. It's not like it's that important. Franklin, go fuck yourself, man. I don't need to get this out of the way. I'll just quickly just do this then. Just don't even need it.